Times when you wasted, screaming out, listen up. Promise you'll feel me way better. You're so I know that we'll feel the same thing, the same damn thing. Time is standing still. I wait till you. I don't wanna fight.
Thought y'all knew murder. moon, see us together. You already know you're too fly, but baby, don't get your hair caught in the propellers. I be trying to tell her these hoes is jealous. You know they never like it when you never say never. Long hair, red bone, but her pussy is hairless. Why? I French kiss it like we in Paris. I be screaming out, ain't no woman like the one I got. She be always worrying about the one I fuck. She said it's gonna be me, myself, and I. Damn, that'll make me a one I fuck. I was so mad. Damn, you used to ride a nigga like a moped. But players fuck up, my bad. And just to keep from crying, I laugh. Okay, ski, smoke, sleep, call, miss, text, woke, spoke, lie, feel, Lisa, ill, time, kill, month, still. I got somebody, baby mama, calling me daddy. I drank too much, please call me a cabbie. Penthouse after party, hoes want the addy. Fuck, they could ride with us, crawling in the caddy. Third row, that's when you call, I hit cancel. Really, I hit answer. Fuck, I hate when that happens. Phone in my pocket for the whole night. And you heard bitches screaming till my phone died. Then she text me like, why you still talk to my mama? How the fuck you run around with condoms? Why you made me get this tattoo? Man, fuck this tattoo. You the reason I wasn't single in college. What, all because I had you? Nigga, I don't even have you. How I'm supposed to get past you? Then she called the next guy, spilling some real shit. Now they problems that he gotta deal with.
It's time. Welcome to the A.O.C show. I think we're going to start calling this the dojo. I think I'm going to change my colors to red too, just to kind of match the background. But welcome. As you all can see, it is Friday, which means it's time for us to do A.O.C, which means it's time for us to get busy. Now, maybe you guys haven't noticed, or maybe you have. For those who watch me on my show, on my channel, the demeanor's changed a little bit. I'm a lot bit more calm. Okay, I'm trying to maintain that till I die. Really not sure how that's going to work, especially if I end up in a relationship at any point. But you know, I'm trying my best. Right, so let's try to keep the streak going, guys. Calm, nice, chill.
What was the last show you was on?
DJ Ham show. This might be risky.
So if I go back and watch the footage, I'm gonna see a calm person throughout that show.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Mike Dub. Mike Dub in the building. What up, Mike Dub? What up?
Mike Dub.
Yeah,
Wow. Mike Dub. Mike Dub. That's crazy. That's a name we haven't. What?
Jabba said you lying. Jabba said you capping. He saw Jabba. Look, if I go to my guy Jabba, I know it's the truth. He was watching the show. He said you was not calm. I mean, now I got to go back and do the review of the show now, because I don't.
Yeah, and that's the problem. The problem is I was calm, and Jabba's just being a hater because Jabba just wants to be a hater, which is fine. He's got the right to do that. I support him in his right to be a hater. But I was definitely calm. I don't know what he's talking about. I had a good time, but I wasn't uncalm.
Wasn't uncalm?
Yeah, no, I was chill.
I think so.
Look, right here, huh? Nah, Cheeky was chilling early on. I told you. Most of the time when I go on other people's shows,
nah. Look, Mel is GBG, dog. That's cheating. That's cheating. You use like that's not. Come on now, like we not falling for that.
Look, man, if you watch the show back, I am quiet. Well, you know what's funny? I don't force myself on shows. Like if I feel like people are talking, I'll just be in the back. I'll just be quiet. If I want to say something, I'll try. But if they don't want to let me talk, I'm just okay.
So you saying you look like me on Fight Club? Just
Yeah, really. Either I'm looking or I'm reacting, but I don't be saying a whole bunch on I don't be saying a whole bunch on other people's shows because I be trying to just chill, you know. But I was chilling. I'll tell you, it's a calm. It's a new era. I'm still GBG though. Don't get it twisted. Don't think because I'm in the dojo practicing meditation and trying to be zen that these hands won't fucking fly like Ip Man.
I've been chilling. New year, I've been super nice. And look, I've been taking advice. OG's telling me to rely on a pension. No problem.
And the last thing I saw from yesterday's show, right before I went to sleep, last thing I heard you say was, "I'm not going to spend any more time on you because you're not that." I said, "Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo."
It's your fault. You and Sway. Okay? Because listen, it's something about these old heads that just think that they got the game in a chokehold and they can just like, yeah, you youngsters don't know nothing. Man, we so much farther ahead than like y'all be crying. They be like, y'all youngsters just don't know how good y'all got it. Because back in my day, and then you run into some guys that know, like, yeah, actually, we do know compared to what y'all do. So this ain't what you want. But no, I'm cool. I'm not, I don't.
That became a topic of discussion on Hamp Show as well.
I knew it.
Of course, the general holds it down wherever he goes, just like the lieutenant general holds it down wherever he goes. GBG, in all honesty, to keep it a beam, we actually have a decent reputation of being able to like tussle within the realms of debating or whatever the case may be. So I think that's pretty cool. I think it's cool that I can go somewhere and people be like, no, he's good. And then you can go somewhere and the same look, same thing right here. Facts. I'm telling you, GBG actually has a reputation of being able to hold their own without being disrespectful, which I think is a great thing. It's great. So when it's time to get disrespectful, people gonna go, it's not their fault. I'm telling you.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'll be chilling. I have fun with it. I'll be having fun with it most of the time. But it's actually reminded me of did you see Cat Williams' interview? I guess they didn't went crazy viral. And he said the same thing. He said, I ain't gonna disrespect you. I'm not gonna disrespect you, but you're gonna get this work. Man, Cat Williams is the truth. I don't care what nobody say. Cat Williams is the truth. You know how I know he the truth? Because people trying to smear his name and say he a drug addict and he a jailbird. I don't know that to be the case. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I look at myself as more like I can't even really get mad at nobody. So I don't even know if I can go to the space to really like just try to destroy somebody because I'm not really bothered most of the time. So I had to force a level of entertainment because that you have to admit that was funny. Like if you would have went back and saw 10 views, it was like, damn, 10 views, and they dissing you about nonsense. All you can actually do is laugh. Honestly. Just saying.
Look, man. I guess so. I guess so. Because I don't know. I don't know what the problem is with. I don't know why people have a problem with you. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, dog. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Nah, I think what it is that people want me to throw on the orange hoodie, and I've been leaving. I put the orange hoodie up. I said, leave it alone. It's only gonna be out for special occasions, okay? And honestly, I really only rock with a few people anyway, so I'm not gonna really get into some problems. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna be able to, because I'm not gonna come on your channel and hate on you in no type of way. I don't really do no hating. I'm good with jokes. I'm not sensitive. I'm good with the jokes, but I don't really do no hating. So when I get hate occasionally, I just laugh because most of them ain't really. They really ain't benefit from the situation because people know what's real. They know if they'd have to make up stuff and lie to make me look bad to make them look good. That's not a good look. You should already be you and be the man without, you need to involve me. You don't have to add my name in the title. Go back and watch my show. Unless we cool, I don't put your name in my titles.
Right.
I ain't trying to run no clout off of nobody, but this is the internet and it's a new year. So I'm going to indulge just a little bit more, but I'm going to follow the general's lead. If the general say we chilling, we chilling. But if he say we pulling up, then we pull up. That's what
we pull up whenever we need to pull up. And whenever the trigger need to be pulled, we pulling it. Very rarely are we saying don't pull the trigger. No, pull it.
Yeah, man. I just be mad. I just be mad calm. Like I could sense a level of frustration. And I ran into a really, really cool guy today. I ain't seen him in a minute. He's actually a business owner that really showed me a lot of love many, many years ago when I ain't really know like absolutely nothing. He runs a couple restaurant businesses and he owns a bunch of real estate. But his hobbies, he loves watches, and he kind of really put me on. Like, I don't have none, but if I wanted to like see the nice stuff, I go holler at him. You know what I mean? He kind of be like,
right,
this is the one that maintained value, and this is that. So, a lot of free game that we wish we had a little bit of access to it at a much younger age. So it's pretty dope. So I got to see him for a minute. So I'm in a phenomenal mood outside of the fact that I had to work more hours today than I wanted to support everybody. But that's life. Other than that, I'm good, man. I'm in such a good mood, man. Life it's Friday. We got A.O.C. I don't even know what I can complain about, honestly. I don't know. I ain't got enough water. I can say that.
I stay with a pack of water right next to me.
Yeah,
it's always an arm. Always gonna be an arm.
Hey, listen. Let me let you know. I make it a habit. Every company, I just cut their name. They don't get no free branding off the GBG. They gonna have to pay.
What brand did you see by chance?
I ain't see nothing because I ain't see them send us no. So I don't know them. You know what I mean? So unless they send something, they brand will not be represented over here. We can't help y'all over here. Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's the GBG gang, GBG water brand. I'm gonna put this. I don't know if everyone's seen this, but this is the new thumbnail for GBG, right? We rolling deep. We rolling deep. We in a dojo. We rolling deep. GBG right here. Come on now. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see the branding. You see what's going on.
I think you missing like a orange hoodie right there. So I think they want to see the orange.
You know what? I can actually. I'm gonna see what I can do with that. The orange hoodie thing. That'll be crazy fire. Let me. I'm gonna see what I can come up with. That's fire.
Yeah, it's gonna cause more problems than we want. We go down that route. It's gonna cause more problems than it's worth. But we're gonna play on that in 2024. We're gonna play on that just a little bit.
Hey, just a little bit. I'm not mad at it. You know what's gonna be crazy is I'm gonna be calm while doing it, so it's gonna be hard to really read that.
Listen. They don't really like calm cheeky. They like temperamental cheeky, where you kind of like you here and it can go here, but you bring it here. They kind of like that. They like when you turn up and then recalibrate and just lower the temperature. They like that.
Well, hey, I'm just trying to cruise on by, man. Just trying to make it through the days, man. Let's see. We're about this. Well, for some odd reason, every clip you show is very triggering. So I can never.
No, absolutely not, sir. The clips that I didn't have a lot of time to put everything together today. The clips that I show are actually the very first clip of the shows are normally positive clips, things that I think that needs to be shown more in a positive light. Okay, that's what I do. So I already got the first clip of the day. I'm just tell you that now. Already got the first clip of the day. But before we can even get to the first clip of the day, we got to run through the super chats.
Yeah,
because you'll be forgetting the super chats throughout the whole show. Too much. And then I have to remind we got to get through the super chat. So first we got to start with Miss Doris. I don't know who your Giants got this Sunday, but I'm rooting for the Giants to win this Sunday. All right, that's what I'm gonna root. Go ahead, let the Giants win, because I don't care, because my team can't win anyway. So I quit. I don't want to battle for it. I like last place or first place, and if I can't get first, I want last place. Does that sound crazy to you?
No, because when it come back around, you get the first pick of the draft. So it's like if you tank, then you get they like, okay, we need to help them. But if you act like you good and you're not that good, it's like, well, they don't need that much help. So it's like you gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out.
Yeah. So shout out to Miss Doris. She said we need a new member of the GBG. Gang. We're going to keep adding them up because we need more and more. And Lauren is jealous. Lauren is jealous in the chat because I'm not going to root for her team. And shout out to GBGville, said, drop Cheeky for 10 minutes. Then he said, oh, drop Aaron for 10 minutes. It's going to cost a whole lot more money than that, okay? Because I'm going to tell you why. I was so much thoughtful and was like, we all good, we all the same. People try to drop me off my own show, and we didn't have a show for like 3 minutes. We're just sitting in limbo because they wanted to be so. And somebody said, you can't let nobody drop you off your own show. You can't do that no more. And so I said, exactly. Okay. But I didn't want to do that, but the people are right. People are right. So we gonna drop GBGville real soon. He gonna get the drop. All right. Black built like a conquering king says, might as well go ahead and pay my entry fee now. Shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate it. We're not going to be talking much about Cat Williams, so don't worry. I don't have much interest in talking about popular current topics. That's never really been my thing. Y'all know that. But I mean, if it come up, it's cool. I don't mind. Shout out to Miss Sherelle from the GBG says, I love y'all. Cheeky Aaron gang. Oh, and my brother Harrison in the building. He said, make sure the GBG stand on business. Gang. So you know I got you, brother, with the GBG will stand on business just for you. Harrison love when people stand on business, all right? And shout out to Bill Like Conquering King says, A.O.C. looks like Cat put on his orange hoodie for 2024. You, on the other hand, looking real shook. Let's see why you keep saying I'm shook. You trying to really goat me into responding to things for your own satisfaction and entertainment. And I have historically never done that. But while you know I don't beef, so don't listen. Anybody watching this, don't waste your time trying to beef with me. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's not going to work. However, if you want to make jokes, I have no problem with that. I will laugh at myself. I learned how to laugh at myself at a very, very long time ago because I was wearing Payless shoes. So because I was wearing Payless shoes, unless you're going to fight everybody every single day, you definitely better learn how to laugh at yourself. So if y'all want to know how I got a good sense of humor and a sense of patience and calm, my patience came from management. But my ability to laugh at myself, that absolutely came from wearing Payless shoes. I'm just gonna tell you that now. And if you ever had to wear them, y'all understand what I'm talking about. Now I think Cheeky had like the Reeboks, so he ain't really had to wear them.
I had the K-Swiss on, dog. Couldn't even show.
K-Swiss is a neutral win, but it ain't a win-win. But it's a neutral win. Compared
in the 1900s, yes.
No,
when they first came out,
K-Swiss is above Payless, bro. Stop.
What? Wait. Pause.
Retired.
Wait. Just because I had a pair of K-Swiss didn't mean I didn't have Payless.
No.
Where do you think the K-Swiss came from?
I don't know where the hell that K-Swiss came from. You said.
So you don't be going to Payless like you say you do.
No. No. What you saying is
That's
what you said is
he's a faker.
Look, listen, what you said is, look, you was like, man, I can't do these payloads. Like, get the K switch to neutralize it a little. That's how you get a little bit of stress
faker. He's a faker. He's a faker.
No, buddy. See, you want to see this picture I got right here? Let me show you this picture. See these two shoes that I have? Now, those was the Jordan 3 Lab 5s, and I think those are the DBs. I don't know if they
the ones on the
6s, right? I don't remember.
The ones on the right is hard. The black and white ones.
Yeah, those special made ones. But that's not the point. I got a lot. I used to have a lot of sneakers. Okay, you know, a lot of sneakers. Let me show you one of my favorite sneakers. I no longer have these anymore, but I had these sneakers. These are the Oregon
Foamposites.
Yeah, those are the Oregon Foamposites back in the day. There's a lot of shoes that's in the background that I'm going to cover up. But I had, listen, when I say I was a sneakerhead, I was a sneakerhead, okay? I'm not anymore, but just know I had some really, really nice sneakers. Some really, really nice ones. But what I'm trying to tell you is, trust me, K-Swiss is definitely above them. I'm just telling you, look, my light ups versus K-Swiss, unless they
wait, everybody, wait. I had my light ups too. I just don't want to talk about that time frame. All right, I try to regress or like put that in the back, the very back. You first of all, what you liked them, So what is you talking about? You got, you liked them. You let me hit from the back, from the bike. You liked them,
man. My favorite shoe right now is probably one of my A.O.C that I have that I probably have not wore. It just sit in my closet. But let's not reminisce about sneakers. We don't want to do all that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. But I'm just saying, when it comes to the rankings of which shoes who gonna get talked about the most, I think I know quite well where that parallel goes to. So, but listen, I understand you probably had to deal with the pay lessons for a minute too. But I bet you broke out of it faster though, because it put a hunger in your heart to make you want to get away from it. Because listen, I'm not much of a jokester. I don't really like. I can listen. What she say? What the hell is that?
See, that's how I know you don't know. Don't even worry about it. I know what they are. I'm not going to confirm or deny any of what she said. Okay. All I'm gonna say is,
I don't know what the hell those was.
Life is difficult.
I don't know what those was, but I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, those was some DBs, Granville. I had a couple pair of DBs, DB3s, 5s, a couple other ones. I don't even remember which ones they was because it's probably a picture somewhere around. I have to go through all. But that's not the point. The point of it is get out to the game. Unless you're going to be just a full-time seller, you don't really want to be in that game. Do not be a sneakerhead consumer. Trust me, it's going to cost you way more than you can get on your compound interest, okay? Now, I know, Cheeky. Let's get to the show before they boot us off the channel. I know what you're thinking. They can't boot us off our own channel, but they could try. Because Granville try to boot us off our own channel. I can't believe this, man. When I catch Granville. Oh, what? Hold on. What is E-Man talking about in here? Who is that?
I don't know. Hoka?
Is that an Asian shoe company, bro? At this point, I'm tempted to look them up just because it's him.
If that is an Asian shoe company, that's funny on so many levels.
Bro, I bet you it is, bro. I bet you he trolling me right now. I bet you he is. He can't help it. But I don't really know these shoes because I'm so far out of the game. Bro, I'm gone.
Wait a minute. So Practical Absolutes is here too? And you know what Hoka's is? This is wild. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. What's up, dog? It's been a minute.
They be asking about Practical too. They be asking about them a lot. To where Practical at? Listen, let me ask you this, Chick. You played any sports growing up?
For sure.
Okay, you did. Okay. Oh, Cam is here. Cam says Hoka's are running shoes. Wait. E-Man, hold on. E-Man talking about running shoes?
Don't do that.
Huh? No. I'm just because no. Listen, no. Stop.
Word to my mother. I'm willing to go all out with everybody. Everybody. Step outside. I don't give a fuck who got a problem. I'm here in Bronx River right now. Y'all don't like me because of what I.
Oh
No,
my
listen, listen. What I'm saying is, like, when it comes to sneakers, we really don't care so much about running because, all right, look, one of my homies, he wouldn't run because he was afraid to crease his sneakers, right?
Right.
Now, he still collects sneakers. That's still, he ain't moved from that yet. He ain't realized that's on him. But he used to walk like kind of funny. We used to all make fun of him because we was ready to leave. We running for the bus, and he like, I catch the next one. Like he not trying to, yeah, he not trying to go with it because he not trying to crease up his sneakers. So yeah, but so that's why we like the running shoes and stuff like that compared to like the sneaker. It's really not. Even though New Balance and A.O.C are my top favorites, those are what I like because I think they have the best blend and balance. But that's me. And shout out to Granville. He says, "Do y'all understand Aaron's shoulders a $1,300 pair? They listen, man. Them shoes are. I don't know. I ain't got no money. And shout out to Miss Lauren Mack. When you coming on the show? I gotta get Lauren. If you go on anybody's show but my show first, we gonna have a problem. I'm gonna
Miss Lauren Mack.
Lauren go at Lauren
Black.
If any of these women go on anybody else's show before mine, this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna ever be sad about something. I'm just telling y'all that. Just telling y'all that now. Okay. Lauren says, "Hey, I got you some Nike Monarchs to go with your Eagles junk." I'm really no. I'm not big on Nike no more, man. I'm so
Really?
The stock. If she said I'm buying Nike stock, now we having another conversation. And yes, ladies, I will accept Nike stock. Okay, I will. But I really don't care for the shoes like that much no more. I understand the business behind it, but no, honestly, I probably own 4 pair of Nikes. 4, and 2 of them are the liquid gold Air Force Ones, but not the ones y'all know, but the ones that y'all should know. The highs and the lows. But yeah, that's actually I got the silver pair and the gold pair. But yeah, honestly, the Nikes, I'm really not. No, I'm an A.O.C guy. I wear A.O.C almost every day. So if y'all want to know what shoes I would be wearing, if y'all ever see me outside and we bump into each other, you probably gonna see some New Balances or some A.O.C. That's probably what you're gonna see about me. I mean, really, the only time you might run into like a flashy pair, like maybe if I'm visiting family or something like that. But other than that, on just a regular day, nah, it's gonna be super simple. It's just gonna be super simple. Share Bear says, "Am I allowed on the show?" You absolutely are allowed on the show. And if you go on anybody else's show before mine, you probably gonna see how sad I get on this internet. So don't do it. I bet not look up and see you on somebody else's show. My feelings will be hurt.
Exactly.
Let me see where it was. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. Have you ever been coached by a woman?
No.
Me neither. I never been coached by no woman. You see, in my mind, I'm thinking NFL, I can't see a woman be the head coach. NBA, I can't but the struggling part that I had is I was watching this clip, and I have to admit, after watching the clip, I slightly have to say that. Let me see. He says those are lunar force. The highs is lunar. I think the highs are lunar and the lows are not. I couldn't show you in the camera because it's going to look kind of crazy, but I'll show you in the back chat one of these times. I'll show you them, bro. But I got the highs. The highs are lunar, I believe. Yeah, I think they are. and then the lows are not. So the lunar sole I didn't like at first, but they are much more comfortable. Just to be clear. They are much more comfortable. But I saw this clip, Cheeky Banter, and listen, when I was watching, I said, I read the caption, right? What did the caption say? Let me pull it up here. The caption said, 50 minutes into the workout, he hadn't hit 2 in a row. So he missed every shot he was taking, basically. He could not make 2 consecutive buckets, right? And he was in practice. And I was watching the clip, and watch what I see here.
This was my fault. I should have seen this earlier. I think this is about to blow your mind, okay? So you do this thing where you come up and then you collapse this angle of your arm right here. You come up and you collapse this. So that's undoing the work you've already done when you're starting up, okay? So I want you to, everything we've talked about, I do want you to focus on your legs, but I want you to just focus on coming up and not allowing this to collapse at all, okay? Yeah, just not necessarily further, but like just this here, like see how I can move it up and it doesn't collapse, right? It doesn't come backwards. Like if you had an egg right here, don't break it.
Now, I'm going to let it finish, but I just want to read that caption. What it says is, she intentionally didn't say anything when he missed so that he could self-correct.
Okay.
Joseph, you're a shooter. That's what he does. That's what you do.
Good shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just keep it a being with you. I was like, dang, she really fixed that problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? She really fixed that problem.
For sure.
That problem. And she was paying attention to detail. I was like, man, I can't even say. I don't know. I'm just saying. That was, to me, that was fun. I quick on it. Built the, listen, shout out to her. Ladies can definitely coach, okay? Because ladies is players too, okay? They can
and leaders, house husbands 2024. I trust in y'all guidance. You see that? That's representative of so many other things. I believe in you guys. You guys got it.
You said leadership? All right, I'm gonna just cave into that one. I'm a cave in. I'm a cave in, right?
Let it take over. Let it take over.
I'm gonna just cave in, right?
Let it take over.
I'm gonna just cave in. But I just got to tell you, because I suffer from like short man syndrome, and seeing this video right here, I was a little bit discouraged. I ain't gonna front. I was a little discouraged. I'm gonna just tell you this now. I was listening to what she said. I got a little discouraged.
I'm gonna need the short girls to start dating the short kings. Please. I'm begging you. If you're 5'4", a guy that's 5'9" is still 5 inches taller than you. 5 inches taller than me is 6'5". Okay, 5'9" might not be tall for the earth, but he's tall for you. Just do me a solid, man. Stop snatching up all the prime real estate. I saw a girl that's 5'2" dating a guy that's 6'8". How does that even work? You're going to give that man back problems. Like, is he squatting down to hug you like I squat to hug my toddler? Like, please, 6'3" is like tall for me. So I have a very limited pool to choose from here. Date the short kings, please. It's easier for you. It's impossible for me. Thank you.
So the man that gave her a baby, what is his height?
I think it's a little shallow. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lack of maturity, right? Judging somebody based upon their physical height. Me personally, I just think it's a lack of maturity, you know?
His back is going to be hurting because he's squatting down or leaning over to hug you like I hug my toddler, how tall? Anyway, there's other questions that need to be asked, but yeah, that is, if taller men don't want you because you're taller, why the shorter women gotta give it up for you? And does height make a man prime real estate? See, look, man.
I
don't know.
heard that. I was like, dang, she said we property or something. I was kind of not sure where to go with that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, I did a show about men are the prize, and it's based off of women's standard. So if tall men start saying, hey, we're not talking to women unless they start talking to us, then your 6-foot ass better go over there and talk to taller men because they the prize. Based off your standard, they prime real estate. So if you keep telling people that they're the prize through these standards of yours, and they may be shallow or whatever the case may be, all of that good stuff, if that's what you want to continue to do, just know men are listening, and we are accepting everything you're saying. Yes, tall men are prime real estate. So if you are 6 foot and above, stop walking up to them. Let them walk up to you, Mr. Mance. Okay. One. And then this was so odd, Aaron. I'm gonna send you this clip, right?
Is that a physical attribute, by the way? Height?
Oh, is it? Absolutely.
Oh, I thought men were the physical ones.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, watch this. So I'm gonna send you these 2 clips too. All right. A.O.
Because I could be wrong, but I appreciate her honesty, though. I have to acknowledge that, because I do be seeing a bunch of tall guys with a bunch of short women. I'm like, they super short. And I'll be thinking to myself, like, dang, if he's standing next to me, I'm 5'5". Dang, like it's gonna look even worse. So I do be uncomfortable when the tall people be around. I kind of be like, nudge him, get away from me. So I can understand the frustration she would have trying to pair up. I can understand it.
Those 2, I just sent you 2 clips. I got a call I gotta take real quick, but I'll be right back.
Go ahead. A.O. says, I'm the prize. She better treat me like a baddie. Well, I think that's the part women starting to struggle with, my friend. I think they are starting to realize that men are starting to value themselves like they asked. Man, you got to value yourself. Man, y'all need to have a level of respect for yourself. Stop just messing with anything. All right, bet, you're right. Now we're going to increase the value. When you increase the value, we realize our value. You mean to tell me that y'all want us men to be logical? Sure, we absolutely will. We'll suffocate our emotions like y'all requested, right? And the logic says this: you like men, you have a limited access to men. Just market will tell you, I got more power in this situation. It's 10 of us, 1 of you. The power is with us. It's not on your side, my friend. But, well, I shouldn't say it's 1 of you, because you really were. See, the men, women go. The options for the men will just be larger and larger after every year. Because if this woman is struggling to find a man, which I believe she is, because I think the only time women go on social media is when they're struggling to find a man. Just to be clear, because there are a lot of lovely women in the chat that have a man and they have not went on social media to talk about how they couldn't find a man, right? Perfectly acceptable. But when you eliminate the short kings, right? Why are you calling them kings? What woman turns down a king? No, in all honesty, if you have access to a king, your reasons for not wanting to get with the king is short. No. Men are not automatically guaranteed more options with age. Practical. I agree. Actually, I think that's overstated. I think they have the ability to do so as opposed to the opposite. So I don't think men automatically get better with age. Most men, once they hit 40, all of the stuff that has occurred in their life up until 40, good, whether it's good decisions, bad decisions, will start to compound. I think you will start to see people accelerate at high levels of depression, or they will start to accelerate in a positive way. So I think all of those decisions that you make up to 40, it will just start to compound. So no, and if you've been messing up all the way there, yeah, it's going to hurt going into your 50s. Most men don't pull themselves out of that patch, but you still always have the option though. That's the key thing. You still always have the option. If you haven't made too many costly mistakes up until that age, you have the ability to adjust at 45 to wake up and go, I'm gonna stop doing this and I'm gonna stop playing around. I'm gonna get serious about life, and you can really turn up as a man. Does not work the same for women, and it's not a knock against women. I'm just telling you, a 45-year-old woman that wakes up and go, I can make a change. It really don't work like that. There's too many things that you are dependent on to work that you have less control over, that men can actually get a little more control over. So, but that's just how it works. But I'm not mad because I don't have a problem dating taller women. Let me be very, very clear. If women are taller than me, I don't mind. I'm not so small-minded that I'm gonna turn a chick down because she's 7 inches taller than me, right? So if I'm 5'5" and she like 6 feet, 6'1" or what, I'm not about to turn her down because she's taller than me. Nah, that's crazy. I'm gonna let her feel insecure and say I'm not messing with you, but you're not about to get me to say I'm not messing with you because you're taller than me. No. Absolutely not. I refuse. I absolutely refuse to do it, and I will not. But I respect her mind about it. Let me see here. Now, I was listening to this video, guys. I just have to play this video, okay? Cher Bear says, how tall are you? I told you I'm 5'5" with brown eyes, okay? And I always have to throw the brown eyes in there because I always wanted like cold blue or green eyes, but they never gave them to me. I always wanted like cold blue or green eyes, but I never got them. But let me tell you, I saw this one girl and she had like the coldest blue eyes I ever seen. They was some nice blue eyes. Green eyes is too common for me now. So it's the cold blue eyes that will get me. I'm like, whoa. So, but I never could get them. And I'm afraid to wear contacts because it feels weird putting stuff near my eye. So I'm not going to do that. But if I could get a special surgery that could change my eye color like permanently, I might be willing to do it. I'm not going to lie. I might be willing to do it. I might. Now, ladies, I was listening to this lady because sometimes on Instagram, what I have is an explore page, and I have a bunch of different things that pop up on there. Mainly things that pop up on there are finance things, but occasionally some random women dancing on the thing will pop up, and I don't know why, because I don't like that. I do not like women that are twerking and dancing. I don't like it. But somehow, some way, it'll randomly pop up on my Explore page from time to time, okay? Cam said T.I.'s wife changed her eye color. What? I'm going to have to look into that. Can you permanently change your eye color? Because I ain't never heard of that. I ain't never heard of that at all. Can you change your eye color? Let me see. Permanent, okay. Oh, it destroys your pigment. Okay, well, okay, you can. Now listen. Now we got to put the cost together and the risk, because I don't want to not have an eye just because I want a different color eye. I'm just gonna tell you that now. But she might have had to do it for medical reasons, y'all. I'm just saying. She might have had to do it for medical reasons, where something was, because I know some people that have like stuff growing by like near their eye and their lids and stuff, and so they have to get certain type of surgery. So I don't know her situation, but I'm going to assume this is not a common surgery or practice, so I think it's probably really dangerous. And I, someone that caution myself for certain risks, and now that all y'all done see me with brown eyes, I don't want to come back and be like, look, y'all, I changed my eye color, because y'all gonna call me insecure. And I don't want to be laughed at on the internet. Nope. I refuse. Now, I was listening to this young lady here. I don't know her, but she said this, and I think it's kind of interesting. Listen to what she said.
Don't give your money to a man to
Yeah.
manage ever.
Yeah.
You just need somebody to sit down with you and teach you. This
Yeah.
is why I do the work that I do. Is literally like I sit down with women and help them invest themselves, because you can and should do it, because you're paying somebody else an exorbitant amount of fees and they are statistically underperforming
Mhm.
in their investments compared to you doing it yourself. Women are better investors than men.
Wow.
Statistically, but women don't invest at the same rates men do.
Yeah.
And when they think, oh my God, it's so complicated, I need somebody else to do it, the only people to turn to are the 95% of financial professionals who are men. You can manage your money yourself. You don't need a finance Chad to save you. You just need somebody to guide you, whether that's me or somebody else.
Yeah.
Don't give your hard-earned money to somebody to take over your money just because you're like, I don't know what to do. It seems complicated. That is
Yeah.
a lie you've been fed.
I just want to say, why can't you give your money to the men, but you then tell the women they can come and learn it from you? Like, you don't think that's crazy that they have absolutely no problem attacking men, knowing dang well women are not better investors than men? That is insane. No, I already know the statistic. I know they are not better investors than men. This is the ridiculous statement.
They want to say they're better investors that don't take risks. So how are you an investor if you don't take risks?
Because statistically, right? What she'll find is that, a woman portfolio compared to the average man, yada yada, they actually perform the market better than men because, right, they don't change their investments. They are not impulsive. They set it on automatic.
There's no risk. It's no risk.
But she's right, the statistical part about it. The problem is there's not a lot of data to go off of, really. But the problem is, right, she's saying don't give your money to men, as if it isn't proven that the best men are the best ones to learn from. Like, what did you do? Like, even if you take the best female investor,
they're not on the same level.
They're still not on that level. So my problem was, if you said don't give your money to nobody to invest, I would support that, because I am someone that says don't give your money to somebody else. Learn how to manage your money yourself, because I do agree with her. You definitely should be, until you get like a crazy amount of money, you should be managing it yourself. And once you get a crazy amount of money, then I understand the need for an advisory team or board to help you, because when you got $100 million to navigate, you will need other people. I get that part, but to help you manage 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 100, you can do that yourself. You shouldn't be getting somebody else to do that. So I agree with that. But why say don't give it to a man and then say learn from me? Like, that part threw me off. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Well, she got to make her money, Aaron. You know, she's a hustler. I'm a hustler, baby.
But the sad part is, this is why it's sad. I keep telling people, if they was making so much money doing what they was doing, they wouldn't come on the internet to talk to you. They wouldn't. If I had the best trading technique in the business, I'm not coming on the internet to talk to you. I'm just gonna keep trading until I get $1 billion. Okay, like that's not what it is. They're gonna get they're gonna get their money from talking to you about nonsense.
That is so. What's his name? Oh man. Oh, the dude from Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan.
Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belfort, right?
Yeah.
I remember watching something. He was saying any advice that you hear from any investor or anything like that, it doesn't work anymore, and that's the reason why they're telling you. Mm-hmm. I said that makes sense, because in my head, right, I'm like, yeah, all these people keep telling you do this, and you can get this, and this, and I'm like, why is it that whenever they say these things, people just believe it? And why is it that no one makes money from it? And then he did a interview show. He said, anytime you hear investors or anyone speak on things or processes that worked or that that they used to work, it doesn't work anymore, which is the only reason why they're telling you that, because they have no reason for the money to leave the market that they're in and give it to you. And he says they're so cutthroat that nobody's going to do that. I'm sorry. He said, I've been in the business long enough to know no one's going to do it. It's about who can screw whoever over. So whatever information you're getting is outdated. And I said, this dude is.
Yeah. I for the most part, I agree with him. I tell people all the time, the billionaires, and I tell you, y'all can use this if it makes sense to you. A billionaire is not going to come on TV and tell you I'm smarter than you. The reason why I do better is because I'm smarter than you. Have you ever seen any of them come on TV? They won't, but we all know they are. like if they didn't inherit the money, they're smarter than us. Whether they're smart enough to manipulate markets, industries, whatever, and get ahead, they're smarter than us at that. They're never going to tell us that, because that takes them away from being the motivational look, right? If you ever look, there are some nuggets in interviews that you can take, right? There are certain habits, but telling you a deal and stuff like that, that's a different complex, right? But you have to understand, I listen because I'm like, you know what? That's something that can be added to like your strategy, in the sense of maybe you should sell here. That's a reasonable statement. But to go into an investment because somebody else do it, they tell you all the time that's not smart, right? So that part is true. But you have to understand, they not trying to change your life for you. The way that they win in this game is because it's full of people that cannot manage their money. 100% full of that. If we were dealing with people that can manage their money well, it would be a lot less of this wealth gap. A lot less. It would still exist to a degree, because people that create are going to generate more money. But being smart with it, it would change the game. So they're not in this game to help you. The game that they master, they're definitely not in the business to go, you know what, go ahead and messed up what took me so long to master. Absolutely.
Right.
So I'm in agreement with him for the most part. They once they tell you what it is, what they have proof of the deal. They can say, hey, I did this, and show you on record that it actually worked and they did it, but they can't show you that they did it again the same way. And that's the complicated part. But that's what you'll learn, because people would much rather you lose all their money so they don't feel bad about not being capable of themselves. They'll be like, oh, I invested with somebody and they lost my. Well, because if you would have said I invested and lost it, how would that make you feel?
Right.
That's what that ultimately came down to. But I just find that stuff to be sad, that to stop attacking men like men are not better investors. They ultimately are, because the thing that they're measuring, by the way, is stock market investing. That's the thing that when she's talking about the monkey can outperform the market, she's really speaking about that type of measurement, but not talking about flipping houses, and she not really getting into that data. So I'm gonna let her slide on that. But I just had to throw that out there. Ladies, don't do that. Don't do that. Now, I think you missed one of my last shows. I think you actually was here for that. What a Red Pill. Real Pill said, Red Pill Ranger says, I want to know how to become a millionaire. Write a book telling broke people how to become a millionaire. Fill in the fortune cookie BS money in the bank. For the most part, if you actually, what I've seen on Instagram, right? Because women do a really good job at growing their pages. Like, I see pages with tons of followers about saving $50,000. Like, let me show you how I save my first $50,000. I'm like, how you get followers from that? Now, I'm not knocking nobody, by the way. But the fact that you just talking about it can kind of generate that is pretty cool. But the one that gets me is the savers. They're like, okay, I'm on the saving challenge. I'm saving $10 a week. And then they put it in books and stuff like that. And they get, and it's usually a bunch of women. I'm just being honest with you. And they somehow get, I'm just being honest. They somehow get women to kind of like, rally around that. And they really run up their Instagram page and they find a way to market it. And I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that stuff to me is insane. It's insane. But that's what I was gonna tell you. One of the last shows I did, I think this woman, she said the hardest, I think she said the hardest job in the world for her was breastfeeding.
It was breastfeeding.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to get canceled. Right. I'm just telling you that now. I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to get canceled. I didn't. So
I'm just saying for you. If that's the hardest job you got, we'll go ahead.
So I was watching this clip here. Now, you pay attention to it and you tell me your thoughts about it, okay? It says here, breastfeeding night, 3:26 a.m. to 6:30 a.m.
Hey, let me get my boob in her mouth. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Why are you being like that? Because I'm tired. I know, but like, bro.
Where all them kids come from? And why they not in their own bed in their own room? I'm too much of I'm a whoop your behind kind of. If y'all don't take y'all behind back in y'all room, what are you doing? Why are these kids popping up? They must live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Could be that. Maybe they don't have a room. Ain't nowhere in the world no child finna climb up after one kid is making all of this noise and then another kid just pops up. No, where's the boundaries? Oh my God. Yeah, I don't want children. I don't want them. I'm good on that.
You know, I'm gonna just tell you this. This is what I've noticed, right? I tell people all the time, embrace getting older, because unless you don't want to live long, you should start to picture yourself getting older. Imagine what your life is going to be like. Learn to adjust mentally, because you have to get here first, because you ain't gonna never prepare for retirement if you don't ever want to retire. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to get there. I think a lot of the assessments when it comes to children, we make those assessments about young kids. Because if you ask somebody, if you was gonna have a kid, what age, if you could pick the age that they start out with, what would it be? They don't pick 1 month. They like 5, 7 years old. Like, they don't want to deal with the diapers. They don't want to deal with the waking up early in the morning. They don't want to deal with having to understand them when they cannot properly communicate, or at least communicate to the level that you understand at that age. But if you look past that and realize there's more that comes in just the infant years and the young toddler years, I think it's not as bad as we project it to be.
Oh, it don't really matter to me, thinking ahead or not. Look, man, I'm trying to be a house husband. Who said having kids means somebody got to lead them? That's what they be saying. God, husband, wife, children. I don't want none of them. I'm not leading none of them. Y'all lead each other. Y'all figure it out. I'm tired of you. Nope. 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 I'm fine with the economy burning as long as it's equal while it's burning. I just don't want you to get ahead of me and then let all the jobs go to you, because it's unfair for what? No, keep it fair. Let this whole thing burn down. No. No. But I get it. That's cool for other people. You know what I'm saying? Other people that's thinking ahead. Hey, I want kids because this child will develop into something more than just an infant asshole, right? But then you have to realize what type of person you're going to be. You got to realize the type of personal inner workings you have to do as a parent, And I'm sorry, most people shouldn't have kids because they can't even do it with their partner. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. But you know what? Go ahead.
I think we need to be more accepting of different dynamics and different experiences. We want to give all kids the best opportunity. I don't care. I don't care. Listen, wear your pay less. Wear your pay less. Get laughed at. Get bullied. Be the kid that saves the kid from getting bullied. Be the bully. There are a bunch of dynamics in life that we have to have. We all are going to be different. We're going to be impacted different. What you see, as far as what I saw, can be vastly different, and it will help us be different individuals in life. I don't know why we have this huge desire. And mind you, remember, I told you I'm watching this show that's about to end soon, called The Last Kingdom, right? Now watch it because I really like Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
I really like Vikings. That's one of my favorites. And it takes you at a place in a time where these kids is like, mine, give me that. Those my children. Like, they not the way they try to get us to praise. Like, it shows a different dynamic, right? How far we've evolved to really caring about just how much. I don't want the kids to see us argue. It ain't good for them. Like, do you think they care? Like, it just shows a vast change into how things used to be and how we've evolved to it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm fine with the differences that exist in life. I've always been that way. It just, I couldn't say that I'm not the one that get to choose the experience people get. So it's not like I have to be, all right, you go through a hardship, you get it easy. You know, I don't have to pick that, but I like the differences in life, man. I really, really do. The only thing I don't like is I wouldn't even say the extreme is the loss of life. Like when somebody actually goes to that part and takes me, that part I don't like, but all that other stuff is a good mixture. It's a good mixture.
All other stuff. What are you talking about? You mean just the differences in like being raised or childhood dynamics?
Yeah, I mean, in the sense of you might get laughed at because you look ugly to somebody. They might bully you for that. He might like a girl and you looked at her and he might push you down, like leave her alone, and you be like, dang, man. Like, all those dynamics in life are just going to happen, and it's going to have a huge impact on how you develop. You might turn into a police officer and be like, I ain't never letting this happen again, because I know people that's done that. But I'm just saying, life is just different. We're not going, every kid don't get the best education. Because if we've seen anything, most of these parents don't have the intellect or the ability to educate their own children.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, man, I like the differences. I really, really do. Yeah,
okay, play it one more time. Just play it one more.
No, we're not playing that no more.
Okay.
Because look, I wouldn't have to do that, by the way. But you have to understand, right? Here's the really cool part that I've noticed, right? Everything. Let me take them off the screen for just a moment. You know, let me tell you something that frustrated me, right? Because I was looking at this one video that I had that I was just looking at. It ain't even got nothing to do with our show today, right? But I was watching it and I saw this woman. I'm like, yo, she talked about how much money that they made, right? And I was like, from an Instagram, basically from social media, right? And I was like, wow. I was like, you know what? That's pretty dope. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, oh, that. And I'm like, the frustrating part came to me is, right, I'm listening to all these, you know what? I'm going to show you the video, by the way. Ain't got nothing to do, but the actual physical, actually being able to see the visuals of the video will actually show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you the video real quick so you get an understanding of where it is. There we go. This is the video I was watching, by the way.
Ain't gang if you let shit slide. Ain't bad if you got a dick ride. Big guns and a lot of zip ties. Says she look like me, quit lying.
I don't really care for the music. They did $1 million from just going around asking people salaries and da da da. She met Mark Cuban, all these things, right? Like, let me let it just play in the background, right? And the reason why it frustrates me, right, is because just looking at her, right, she is what we would agree an average woman, right? She's not breathtaking. She's not got these guys going crazy, right? I'm watching this and I'm like, why do I always hear you broke? You ain't making no money. You ain't got a plan. And I'm like, the crazy part about this type of stuff is like, when is the last time a woman that come on this to argue with us to say men are broke, they ain't got no plan, they not trying to do nothing? When was the last time a woman said, hey, let's start a business together, and this is what I bring to the business? This is what we can start a business together, and this is what I bring to the business, right? Because the reason is frustrating, because I'm like, dang, I know that there are a lot of women that are more attractive than this woman, but they not brave enough to go, I ain't about to make no excuses. Because look, she ain't had to show her body off. She didn't have to do none of that to make $1 million in a year. You see what I'm saying? When's the last time a woman came on and said, Cheeky, I went to this guy, said, let's start a business together. Let's build a business together. And this is what I was going to bring to the business. They don't do that. They just say, start a business, be an entrepreneur. They never say, you see why it's a level of frustration? Because she brought something to the business. She really more the face of it. Even though she got her man, if you watch a lot of the videos, she really the face of the, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. What, have you heard a woman say that recently? Anything, something to that degree? Just a little bit.
It's just funny to think that somebody would say that. Like you saying they introduce an idea, implement the idea, and explain what they offer while doing these things.
Yeah.
We can't even get these women out. If you ask, what do you bring to the table to the woman? So to even think that we can get past that. Look, no, I'm sorry. Women today are not asking, or not. First of all, they're not doing this. This is a very abnormal person, or woman specifically, right? She's telling, oh no, that's so abnormal. You try asking that from a woman today. Mm-hmm. So just out of curiosity, I think you're a great person. You're physically attractive. I'm having conversation with you. I'm enjoying it. What do you think you could bring to this relationship that would improve both of us? Like, I can tell you what, I can answer the question, you can answer. If you even say that, they brain just switches off. They not no more thinking. Oh my God, red flag. And you're asking for women to introduce, and
because I always hear, look, these men ain't doing nothing. They ain't starting no business. They don't own. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm watching these ones that do have it, right? I'm like, she's really the face of the business, but that's cool right now. Why don't I hear women say, I presented my man the business. I got the business plan, all this together. This is what I know he's good at, right? He's good at this. Boom. No, he needs to be the leader. I can't present nothing to him, because then I'll be in my masculine if I present ideas to him on what type of business that we could actually do based upon my ability to identify his skills that he may not necessarily saw at the time. Because mind you, I'm the inspiration. I'm the support. I'm this, I'm that. Why don't I hear this stuff more often instead of you broke, you really ain't making no money, you ain't motivated, Because listen, I have never seen it. Like in real, I've never seen it. I ain't talked to no guys that said, yeah, really, my girl put this business together and we did. Nope.
That is, there are not a lot of women to do things like that. I would not. I've met them. Some are in my family, which is cool, right? But I have not met them outside of that. That is a very unique, very special kind of woman that you're not going to be meeting more likely in 2020, 2024. It's not happening. Oh, and another thing too is like when you're not doing those things, then you have plausible like deniability of being like you're the leader, so this all failed because of you. See, when you take the initiative, because that's basically what she's doing. When you take the initiative to go, hey, I see something, and I'm implementing it, and I'm asking you to support and trust me, then part of that accountability has to come upon you because you're asking for somebody to do something that they just have to gamble on. And if they love you, like you, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to relationships, they're going to do it. And they're going to trust that you are going to do whatever is necessary to maintain a vision for you. That's why House Husbands 2024 is a thing, because there are men who don't mind supporting their women being business women. Okay, I see the vision. You see a vision. You want to be the CEO of whatever company you work for, and I take care of the home in this way. Then let me push you in that way. The problem is women don't want to do it because it puts them in a position to receive all of the problems that they love to push upon men. It switches. So all of that, well, you the leader, finally goes to them, and they're not used to that pressure. They scary. They scary, Aaron. They got the meow because they are meow. Look, man, that's why it don't happen like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That part always just frustrates me because I just don't hear those stories. I'm like, dang, I just don't hear them. I just don't.
Hey. Well, you know what? Everybody makes fun of Stedman, but maybe Stedman was that story.
No, Stedman is. I think he's a lawyer. I think he's done quite well in his own. I mean, he's not what she's done, but I think he, from what I've read, he good. Like, so no, and the thing is, I haven't necessarily seen them in business together. As far as I know, he's been relatively in the shadows and silent. And there's no knock against him because a lot of men wouldn't want to be in the public thing. So I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, but so I haven't seen them actually build a business together. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is I've seen one girl on Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I forget if it was my Instagram, I don't remember. But she bought her man investment property. He was mad because he wanted a Rolex. Now I was mad at him because I was like, how you gonna be mad that she got you investment property instead of the Rolex, bro? What's wrong with you? That's what I was thinking. So I was like, yeah, all right. So yeah, that might be a tough one. She like who she like though, and they probably already had some investments. He probably wanted to roll. I don't care.
But did I don't know if you saw this. Did you see it was on the same show that I was saying men are the prize with women's standards, but there was a Hispanic lady who had a tech company, and she was talking about her accolades to her husband or fiance at the time, I think, boyfriend.
That one.
And he got upset with her and said, who's going to do the cooking and the cleaning? You want to see it real quick?
I don't think I saw that.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, pull it up. I didn't see that.
Let's take a look. Let
me read this super chat in the meantime. Shout out to the Red Pill Ranger. Says women like us to be already be doing something, then they slide in with a few lame suggestions and tell the world they were your muse. I can't even.
Yo, that is so wow. That's crazy, but it's funny.
I can't fight Red Pill on this one too much. I can't because listen, I'm gonna tell you why I can't. Although I do think there are some special women that will take you at rock bottom. Let me give you the example. Let me tell you why this stuff is so funny to me, by the way. A lot of the love stories, like, let's just be honest, is this. Man is dead broke. Woman support him. He go on to get rich and they shine together. That's the love stories, right? The stories I hear is this. You better already getting this money. like it ain't that story. And the reason why is because women are like, well, I might not get my Cinderella story, so I'm not. It's just interesting when we say goals, couple goals, all these things. The story is normally the guy doing bad. He fighting hard to figure it out. His girl hold him down. He's struggling, crying, whatever it is. She like, I got you. And then they turn up, get big, and make a lot of money. And the women like, see, she held him down, ride or die. not these stories that these women are the relationship that they request. I'm just saying it's not the case.
True enough. So here's what happened.
Who is this woman? Just a random woman?
This is Tamron Hall, but the lady in question is this lady. Oh. Pull it back. Let me refresh.
Our next conversation, our candid conversation, came from something that I read
right around here, I think. Oh.
It's a nice dress.
Oh, it's very flowery.
I think women should wear more dresses all the time.
Our next conversation, our candid conversation, came from something that I.
There we go. Why is it?
What happened? So,
Oh, here we go. Here's the story. All right. So this lady here is Hispanic. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can tell her, maybe you can't. But she is a successful tech woman. She started her own tech what's it called? Tech startup, right? And just listen. Oh. Why is it? Oh my God, hurry up, please. Come on.
Our next conversation.
Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. If it starts playing, then I'll let you know. But anyway. The woman has a startup, and she got interviewed in by a magazine. I think it was Forbes, and she was just showing her husband, "Hey, here's some accomplishments. Hey, babe, look, I made it on a magazine, and I'm talking about my tech company." She was basically talking about how accomplished she was, and he got upset. He got upset. He was like, "Wait, so why, if you're doing all of these things, who's going to be the person who's going to be taking care of the home?" And of course, she's successful, so she don't want to say me. And sounds as if it's him. Sounds as if he's not going to do it. So it's one of those things where I don't know. I don't know why men would do certain things instead of help support the person that's obviously showing that they have some type of talent. It's playing right now. Okay, so maybe it's just StreamYard. StreamYard for me has been a little crazy. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Because when I stop sharing, it does it. It plays. But when I start sharing, it doesn't play. I don't know. I'm going to try this one last time. Here we go.
Successful news rather than being excited.
Oh, this is crazy. It's fucking StreamYard. I forget it. Just because when I'm not sharing this playing. So we'll just keep sticking with your stuff. I don't know what's going on.
You gotta get a successful woman to fix your internet.
No, it's not a successful woman. Hey, I'm gonna just send it to you. Maybe you could play it on your end.
Oh man. Yeah.
No,
it's no biggie. I think I get the point of it though. I would say the frustrating part about it is from just the premise of it. I'm pretty disgusted by it. But without knowing more inside of the type of guy that he is, whether he knows that she's doing this for a reason or something happened behind the scenes. It's because I read into a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's like on the premise, like that's some foul stuff. I don't like that. So I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's this is what I mean by sometimes it's just man ego. There's no way around it. Sometimes it's just a man's fault. And it has everything to do with them as the man, and it's not woman's fault.
But yeah, 100%.
Because I just don't understand if I have somebody that is obviously skilled at what they do, that it's lucrative, they a team player, all of these things are happening, all of the things that I'm looking for, they've got, but the only thing is they're out earning me because they just so happen to be more talented in this area. I'm not finna get in the way of that. I'm finna support. Hey, can we double this up? What you need me to do? But you know what? For whatever reason, man, feel like they got to take over everything. Oh, no, I'm the leader. Okay, dummy. So you want to lead us into a sinking ship, or would you prefer you help this person in this way so we can all win? Like, what are you doing?
See, the complex part about that is it didn't sound like they built it together. It seemed like she built it on her own and ran it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in no way supporting him at all. Let me just be very clear. Based upon what I heard, there's no support for me in that sense. But I think that either he's not. I don't know. Listen, I'm not. Some guys don't want to stay at home with their kids. Some don't. I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind. I don't.
Listen, look, I don't even want them little kids. But if you say you want kids and you finna do all of that, baby girl, I don't worry about it. Just do some breast pumping. And if you don't do that, we'll get some Similac. I got it. I'll hold down the fort. We won't have little kids crawling in the bed at 3 a.m. randomly while you trying to breastfeed the other kid. That won't be happening.
I think that you do your parents a disservice by not having children. That's just my personal opinion about life. I just think you do them a disservice. To me, from a blanket way of looking at it is when I speak to people about why they don't want to have children, it's usually connected to their childhood. And it seems like most people connect their childhood to their adult current view of things. So we tie in what we experienced when we was young and go, now that I have power, I have control, I don't want to deal with that. And I think it's a level of disservice to the parents because the people who do want to have kids tend it shifts because some people, it can be very toxic to the point where I want to have a kid that's gonna love me, that since nobody else loved me, we know about that was the teen pregnancy time. We understand that. But in most senses, you tend to show that you have a good relationship with your parents and that you actually enjoyed growing up when you don't say those things. Now that's just how
I can see why you would say that.
I'm not attributing that to you, by the way.
Yeah, but you're saying in a general sense, right? Like I get that. I think that could be true, right? I think part of it too also is just, well, one, I don't think most kids are playing, and I think most children can feel and sense that, right? So it's like, look, if I know I wasn't playing, now I can plan, and I plan not to have kids, right? Which is the idea behind Planned Parenthood, with the exception of course, deleting the child. But I think that the other thing too is just that you more likely got here because dad made a mess and mom didn't have the guts to do what other women do, right? She didn't want to be a deadbeat mother, so instead, what she did was choose to have you. And throughout that process, you're just going, man, I know some kids are that aware, right? I don't think all kids are that aware to be like, I know, like, I'm not playing. But some kids are like, yo, this is hectic, okay? All right? Nothing seems together. And then they're thinking to themselves, since I can get this together, I won't be doing that. And
Like we pulling from our, but we still. I believe when you speak to most people, connections, everything is about. It all stems from
It
childhood.
stems from their childhood.
It really just seems that way. Like,
well, that's what you were saying.
Yeah,
you said that last show though about the moms. You was like, if you were a mother who had not a mother, but a daughter who had siblings.
Yep.
You grew up
every time.
Maybe, but how does that work for men who don't want to have kids? Then, what's your theory with that? Then, if it's for women, if it's that way, what is it for men? You think?
I think it's tied to something, but to me, I haven't really thought out that one as much. Right. The reason why is because men are so not as empowered when it comes to the controlling of whether a child is brought to life or not, like that. Not that they don't participate, but the level of control, because they don't actually have that. It's harder for me to assess that in the sense of why a man wouldn't want to have children, and it's tied to something, right? I want to say it's a lot tied to possibly I don't know. Because I don't want to give a not as thoughtful way that I did when I think about, because with women, it's been more prevalent with the conversations. I don't often hear men say that they don't really want children. Like
most men say they want kids, and then most men say they want boys. So that's typically what you hear from.
So
it's
harder because like right now, I've always wanted kids. Right, I don't have a thought in my mind that I wouldn't be able to raise good kids, even accepting that it'd be hard and difficult and all. I expect life to be hard, so that's not a problem. Persevering, all those things, that's normal to me. But now I'm grappling with the fact that, do I want to have kids because I want to have kids because it's part of society? Like, what is a reason for it? Right, I'm grappling with that right now, and that's the part I'm more conflicted at. So once I can identify that, like, it's like if a woman say, "Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant," I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my God, no!" Like, it's not gonna affect me. I'm like, "All right, cool, like, no problem." Like, but if I don't have them, I don't think, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna be the person. I would never have kids. Like, I can't get to that point. But I have, because I normally sit and think with a lot of thoughts like this. This one, I don't really have a strong assessment when it comes to the men, because I haven't heard men express that as much. I
think I would agree. I don't think most men probably say they don't want kids. They just don't want them at a certain time period. This is from my understanding. And I guess with me, I just don't want them because I just don't want them. That's extra responsibility, right? If I already feel like I got responsibilities as is, right, by myself, which I'm fine with, then I think about having a girlfriend and or a committed relationship with a woman, and I'm like, okay, I've done that before. That's more stuff. And then I add a little. I'm like, come on, man. and then I see how men get treated as who's signing up for this? No, I refuse to get socks for Christmas.
But you know what?
Y'all better work together to figure out the next PS23 and figure this shit out.
But I have to say this, when it goes into my thinking, I don't have bad experiences with women. So that might play a part on like what
it's not. It's not even bad experiences. Well, maybe you enjoy dutiful actions and behavior. Maybe you get some type of fulfillment that goes beyond the regular person.
No,
see.
So because I don't think I deserve. Like, I don't think I deserve all that. In the sense of who
deserve all what?
The point to be like, oh, I don't want to do that, so I shouldn't do it. I believe I should do things that I don't want to have. Like, I don't want to do sometimes. Like, I don't think I'm living in a world where, like, you know what, because I don't want to do it, I shouldn't do it. I don't believe life works like that. I believe.
Okay, I get what you say, right? Which I'm with you on that. but you don't take on additional responsibilities just for the hell of them without coming up with a purpose. That's what I heard. That's what I just heard you say. I don't mind not having kids at the moment because, like this is what you were saying. I don't mind not having kids, or I want kids. I just need to have reason behind it, right? The same thing that you're saying with that applies to me as well. I do not see a reason for children right now. Like in this current state of mind, I don't see it. I do not see a reason.
It's the greatest challenge. Besides you creating a
Oh
multi-billion
my,
dollar
go do drugs and see if you can get sober while doing them. That's a good challenge too.
But that contribution to society is probably not beneficial. But I get you. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying in a sense, I think it's the greatest challenge of life. Either running a mega corporation making billions of dollars or being a parent and doing it effectively and well in life. I think those are the greatest challenges you're going to get in life.
If my dad wouldn't sleep, I would call him now and be like, what was you thinking? Or, well, with me, probably wasn't, right? Probably just did what you had to. But I don't know, man. I think, wow, it's so crazy. Aaron, it's so crazy. Men of the past were not thinking this way because society as a whole didn't make them think about things in this way. Things were Aaron. Yeah, this is not fair.
Remember, I'm not a conventional thinker, but remember, I watched the show Vikings in the Last Kingdom, and when they have children, because it takes place in a time of royalty and royal blood and all these things and peasant and all this stuff, you actually see people they view their children as their so-called legacy and all those things. But I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm not necessarily on one side or the other. I'm kind of like very open-minded to the point, but I think men do the things that produce children, right? And
right, but do you think they think about it?
I do, but that wasn't your question. No, that wasn't your question, right? But see, you're asking me, so I'm gonna give you both answers. Do I think men think about it? Not. No,
in the depths. Not in the depths that maybe me and you, but
they're not doing that action with the hope that child is. Most of the time, that's not the case. You got a few people that's trying to trap you, but most of the time, it's not the case. But the I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I've sat in my thoughts for many long nights, hours, contemplating and just thinking. I do it a lot, but I really don't know.
So okay. Because me and you we think quite a bit. How did you determine that the current relationship you're in is something you wanted to do and maintain? Right? Because there's steps, right? Because for example, we're talking about children. We're skipping a fucking step. You need a woman first, right?
Listen, 100% agree. Right now. Listen, I adopted this rule, right? And it's worked well for me in life, right? But at some point when I was really, really young, I said, look, don't sleep with no woman if you don't see her being the mother of your children.
Okay.
That's just like, I adopted that rule a long, long time ago. That's kept me out of trouble. That's kept me more focused. But I think that's reasonable when you are a type of individual that take things serious. It doesn't mean I understand that I know I need to focus 100% on building this business. I'm a man, I'm going to get distracted. But I take things serious to the point where I know there's real consequences. So I've operated like that for a long time, right? And so I think that that's step number one. Once you say, all right, don't have sex with no woman, then it's easy, because you have to realize, as a man with no children, like, man, you could do so many things. Like, the limitations is like, it's
endless. You can do whatever you want.
Correct, right? But you have to understand, when you don't drink, you don't smoke, you ain't never been under the influence of anything else, you make conscious decisions better than most people, because most people want to get out of that ability to always be thinking, always have to make these tough decisions. They want to get out of that life for just a moment, for 5, 10 minutes, an hour. I've always constantly lived in it. I've never been able to think without that mindset. You see what I'm saying? I've never been impaired. I don't know how to go away from making smart decisions.
Right. I get that part, but the second part, the second half, I was saying, right, for example, I am not trying to get into a relationship because I was in one before, and I know exactly how much that took, both monetarily, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I just know what it took.
I get it.
And I'm like, I'm not trying to do that shit again.
And remember, this goes into what
and I'm not saying I don't like women. I'm just saying that's Aaron, bro.
Remember, I told you this goes into my understanding that I already expect women to be difficult. I already expect women to get on her. I have an expectation that women get to get away with this stuff just because they're a woman. Like it's built in me to go, that's crazy. They're not, obviously there's rules, there's limits, like don't play these games, don't do that. But there's so much gray room because women do this stuff. You kind of have to accept it to a certain degree. Like this would come with dealing with women. This what comes with it. So
and then y'all want to talk about the female existence. This male existence is ass. And then you gotta accept certain shit with kids too, huh? You gotta accept that, hey, honestly, they may like the mom or whatever it is you have. That is so insane to me. I cannot believe. No, that's not my. I reject.
Well, I was gonna play this other video before we jump into this, but this conversation had me think of this. I want you to listen to this video here.
Okay, let's see.
For men, we think about love through the lens of duty.
Okay.
We think about love through the lens of responsibility. These aren't sexy things, right?
No.
We think of it as, oh man, I have to be ready to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, even if I don't want to, whether that's battle, whether that's work, whatever the case may be. As a single dude, you living for yourself,
Right.
But as a married dude, as a man in a relationship, you give a fuck about her. You care about her. If she get off work late, you on the phone making sure she going down and lit up, you know, how many things. It's innate to us. So with that being said, we're not enthusiastic about that process because that's another job for me. So if a woman gets me to fall in love with her, damn, she got me. She got me. There was a stand-up special by Patrice O'Neal. He was talking about this club, and it's sectioned off based on people's relationship status and their gender. So there's a group of single men having a good old time. They happy, they drinking, they popping bottles. There's a group of single women miserable as hell. Where my beau ass? There's a group. There's a group of women in a relationship. They happy as hell. They popping bottles. They having a good time. My man, welcome to my man. And then there's a group. I'm sick of you. And then there's a group. I gotta throw in a pop culture reference. And then there's a group of married men. They miserable. They just as miserable as the single women.
I wonder why.
Because for men, we think about love through the lens of duty.
Okay.
We think about love through the lens of responsibility. These aren't sexy things, right?
No.
We think.
Oh,
now I don't like that he played the music in the background. That maybe you reach out to him and tell him to turn it down a little bit, but
I'll text him.
yeah, but no, the brother is very well thought, and the things that he said, I've thought about, and I know you had to think about this.
Oh, yes, that's exactly yes. This is so trash. It's so trash. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. It's not. Maybe, you know what? Maybe this is why men put so much emphasis on sex, because it's like the only reward that is. Oh, this is so sad. Aaron, no. Aaron, no. Aaron, no. Aaron, no. Aaron, Aaron, no, this can't. No, bro, no. How does no? No.
So, like, for example, right?
No,
I
no.
know, right? But for example, when I think about this type of stuff, right? The decisions that I make ultimately benefits people around me and the future family that I may create, right? And I say that because I don't have a high need for much stuff, right? So the money that you save, the investments that you make to pay off, to make sure your family in better space, things like that, I'm in no need of it. Like I grew up with so little to nothing that I very well find with little to nothing. Like I learned how to find enjoyment in life without a bunch of stuff. And the cost of my life for me to have happiness in it is very low. And a lot of people think that's in a negative way or that's not an abundance mindset. It's actually that's not the thing. It's just that it doesn't take a lot for me to be happy with life because I have an acceptance of life, right?
But
And so
Aaron, Aaron,
go ahead.
Bro, no, this is not no. Are you? Oh, no. So are men accepting sex as like the payoff, and that's okay? That shit is not okay, bro. It's not. It's not okay. You can't have this existence where everything around you is literally your duty, including a relationship and the protection physically, mentally, every aspect of that person. And the reward is a mutual act. No,
That's deep, huh?
Aaron, no, I can't. No. That's so no. I can't. Men's existence cannot be this. It's not. It can't. It doesn't make sense. Think about it. No, really. Think about what a man's no. It's a mutual act. So what is it that a man actually gets? And kids don't count. No, bro. No. Aaron, no.
That's a good question.
Why can't we balance it out a little bit?
I don't know.
No. Think about it. How can we balance it a little bit? Not even a lot, but just a little bit.
I think we figured that out right now. Like to be perfectly honest, I think we're figuring that out right now because
okay, so so I don't mind hearing the other side, but there's no way you can't be that. You can't be that selfish. You gotta hear how unfair this is. I know women have to understand this. It's no way they did. No, bro. Come on, man.
They're not going to understand unless she's your woman. I'm gonna just tell you this: like to think you're going to meet a woman that doesn't have a certain type of man around her, they're not going to understand that on their own. I've talked to many women, and I just listen to see do they really understand? Do they really understand? Right? And it don't exist. And so unless that man is there to influence her, that's how you know a woman got a man. When you talking to her, like, dang, okay, some man is influencing her because on their own, it just does not exist. So
how can that not exist?
Doesn't exist.
But I don't have to be a woman to understand that particular struggle, or at least sympathize with it and go, let's make it even. How does that work?
Hate to tell you.
Oh my fucking God. No.
I hate to tell you. All they're gonna say is it's always been like that. Like
no, that's so unfair, bro. No.
Listen. Why the man got to pay for the first date? Because it's always been like that. All right, so y'all don't get to work no more because it's always been like that.
But what about? But you think women are smart? I think women are smart, dude. I know you think women are smart too. They can. No, bro. They can do it.
They're smart.
No.
They're smart in some areas.
Aaron, no. You cannot be created that limited. There's no way.
How many women have you met that disproves it?
No, Aaron, please. No, you're not thinking though. I'm not seeing you really think about this. Probably because you already thought about it. But I need you to think more. There's got to be more. We're missing something, bro. We're missing something, bro. No. I reject that. No, bro. There's no. Why did men of the past accept this and then continue it forward? I don't get it.
That's a battle, brother.
I don't but now I don't understand why men of the past, because we're not the only people that think. There's always for every generation there's been thinkers. Why didn't they do anything to bring some type of balance? Why? No, bro, no, this can't be men's existence. No, it's not. No.
It is it is definitely men's existence. Like
no, but it can't be that way. It can't stay that way. It can't. There's no way. There's no functional way for this to continue to happen.
That's why we're in this position that we are in now. Because this is where the existence this is where it's happening at this point.
Oh my God. I'm glad to see it now then.
You probably have to ask somebody else. Did you drop the link? Drop the link. Because maybe the way that I'm thinking about it, because I have so much of a better acceptance of life than most people. I'm not always the best person to respond to certain things because I really don't need much, bro. Like I'm serious. Like I operate every single day. Like I don't.
Okay, so, but your acceptance of life doesn't or shouldn't stop you from thinking progressively for equality. It doesn't, and I know it hasn't. So there's still like a glimmer of fucking hope. Like it doesn't stop just because you accept life. That's not just because you accept things, right? And you accept how life brings things. It doesn't mean that you stop thinking forward. You don't do that.
Let me give you an example. Let me play the next video. It'll make even more sense.
I would prefer that if you're around, that everybody gets the coverage of having a man around.
I hear where you're coming from on that, and I respect it, and I feel like you enjoy providing that benefit to the women around you, but I'm covering you. Like I'm your man. I'm not their man. You know, when we get together and like, you know, I take out the trash, see what I can do. Like, you know, make myself available within this communal setting. Like, hey, what can I do? And because I'm a man, I can do some of those things. But the message I'm hearing from you is just like, yeah, when you are with me and other women are around, extend to them the same benefits of being a man to them as you would to you. And I'm like, no. Like I'm a man, I'm gonna do my thing, but I'm like, I'm not going like above and beyond to do manly shit for them.
That's fair.
Because like they're there. I do shit for you. You my lady, you're my woman. I treat you as my woman. I'm not treating them as my woman.
Mm-hmm.
If they want the coverage of a man, they got to get them a man.
I would prefer that
I
if you're around, that everybody gets the coverage of having a man around.
No, bro. There's no. Wait. All right, I'm gonna be Grace. I'm gonna give Grace, right? Because she looks like she's listening. Well, do they not care about what it costs to do what they're asking? To be a protection and a covering for everybody that's around? Do you not understand? Are men not communicating with their wives or significant others how much it costs to do what it is that they do? Are they really not communicating? No. Y'all got to talk to y'all girls, please. Please teach them. You can't continue living your life like this. It is so depressing. No, you can't accept this. As men, we have got to explain, learn how to articulate what it costs from an emotional, physical, mental level to think ahead and be the covering for one person, please. Because if not, they will think that this should be done for everybody and not realize how much it takes just to do it for one person. This is not, bro, I don't know whose fault it is anymore. Because I can't blame women if nobody's communicating that to them. But then again, when you do communicate to them, they say you're crying. Oh, no. Come on, man, bro. No. Bro, this shit is depressing. Ain't no way, bro. This is crazy. No way. No.
Yeah, like if you hear, go change her tire. You know, like it don't shock you.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. This is Aaron. No way. I'm having an existential crisis right now. This shouldn't be happening. No way. Oh my god. No, I reject. No, I reject. I reject this so hard right now. No. Aaron, no. Aaron, we've got to think harder. No. You can't just accept this, Aaron. No. I refuse to let you accept this. No. Figure some shit out. No, you got to think more, bro. This is not the move. No. No way. Oh, no way. No.
The only way to combat it is you never can have children.
Okay, then let that be the case, bro. Because no. There's no way. No, we can't keep living like this. We can't. It's literally unsustainable. How? No. It can't. No, Aaron. No, I know. No, bro. No. I reject. No way. There's no, Aaron. Oh my God, Aaron, no. And it's so unfair because they will swear up and down. They will swear up and down that their existence is actually harder. And they have no clue. Because men are trying to maintain some level of bravado. No, I don't know whose fault it is, but we can't know. I'm not going for it, bro. This shit is wild. Aaron, the more you think about it, the more depressing this gets. It only gets worse unless we can formulate some solution. And I think the solution, honestly, really, right? I think the solution may be the degradation of society. Let it just crumble. And maybe that is the restart. Maybe that's what's necessary, but this can't keep happening. I can't keep seeing this constant not understanding. Like this level of ignorance is beyond me. And women will say men don't understand women. And the same people with penises and testes fought for these women to vote and do all the things that they're doing now. But we don't understand them. Oh, come on, bro. Aaron, no. It's not, no. There's an answer. There's a solution to this problem. There's always an answer. It cannot be we keep this going. It can't be that. That's not. No. And if you are a man and you're in direct opposition to what I'm saying, you're an enemy because you're part of the problem. Oh my God, no, I can't do no. Dude, this is no. Nope.
Well, I hate to tell you, this is the world we navigating in. Shout out to Red Pill Ranger says men are communicating it to them. They just don't care, and they use shame and tactics on men, i.e. incel, gay, misogynistic. Take the red pill, bro. Take the red pill. I don't know, my brother. I'm just telling you, this is
bro, no. Aaron, I don't think people are really are they thinking about how this actually affects a human being? Are they, Aaron, how deeply are they thinking about the outcome of this? Do we not already see it through the stats? Oh no, Aaron, no. Aaron, how deeply have you thought about it? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think people in the chat said they don't understand what you said because I saw some people.
But like, I don't care about them. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying?
You mean like in the sense of the acceptance of what's going on, knowing that it's not fairly leveled and it's way to a sense just disproportionately placed upon men.
Right.
Yeah.
But also the solution. You understand there needs to be a solution too, though, right? Like this existence is actually overbearing. Are we in agreement on that?
Yeah, but I don't know if there's a solution.
Oh, bro, no. Before you start saying stuff like that, think about it, please.
Just think more. Do you think women know what they doing? Why ain't they? If you have the ability to go, man, this is what women go through, and I can see how this is. Why don't they have the ability to do that for men? Because they don't need to.
No, but do you believe in base level humanity, a base level of empathy from humanity? Oh, Aaron, fuck. No, Aaron, no. Then what is this all for, bro? Oh my.
We're all trying to refigure this out right now. This is why we're going through this cycle right now. Because we're trying to figure this out. Like, guys are like, this is really lame.
Bro, wait. So wait. So what about, where do you think women's empathy lies? Just in a general sense. Is it non-existent?
I think they have it. I think the empathy comes from their direct son or their man. And then if that man installs a way of thinking and getting understanding, then they can then pass that on to other people. But just have it the way that we do things, they don't have that.
Wait, but like, why? No, wait. But do you think, what about men? What do you think men? Where do you think men's empathy lies then? If that's the case for women, what about men?
The empathy for other men?
No, for people.
I think they have the highest level.
But that doesn't make any sense, bro. It don't make any sense. Aaron, it's not making any sense.
But
it's not.
I think that an actual remedy is very difficult. You're asking people to do something that they've never been tasked to do at a high enough scale and rate that it actually affects society. It's possible, but it's highly unlikely. And so men have to just accept that there is going to be a higher burden on them, and that women are going to take that as a slight to them, that they don't have the burden of society. If you acknowledge that men have to just take the higher burden, because if men, this is why men are mad at you. Chica, why are you saying house husband 2024? So you saying allow women to decide if we burn or not? We're going to burn, and that's why they're pushing back against you, because they know what's going to happen.
But let's think about what they're wanting to do though. They're willing to maintain this level of destruction on one party only. That's ultimately what they're saying they want to do.
What happened to the Indians, Cheeky?
Is that Billy the Kid?
Yes, sir.
That is Billy the Kid.
I was just saying what like he's saying that it's a war declared on one party. I agree, but he's saying it's unfair, and I also agree. But there's a lot of situations that have gone on in our society socially that are unfair, and it puts certain people at a disadvantage. The Native Americans, it was a war on one party. It was a war on one party when it came to the Negroes during the Civil Rights Movement. There's been many, unfair wars fought on American soil, and now we are in a place where
that's Billy.
now it's our turn as men. Is what I'm trying to say.
I can compartmentalize and rationalize war, because that requires tactic and a perspective of an enemy. Why I shouldn't have to view women in that way in order to accomplish some level of fairness or ethics.
I'm sorry, Cheeky. I'm sorry to tell you, but wake up. We in war right now. We've been in war for the past about 4 or 5 years with this hot girl summer shit. It's a blatant war. It's a blatant outright offense to us how they do our women.
This goes beyond hot girl summer. I am looking at the humanity of, I'm looking at the humanity of women. And right now, we are saying that they're inhumane. Are you saying you accept that, Billy?
Yes.
Oh, no fucking way.
We made it that way. We've made it
There's
that way.
no way.
Everything that we're going
Wait,
through. Hold on, bro. Everything that we're going through is a consequence of our own actions. We can't blame some if we never gave them the responsibility to, you know, have the rights and the laws that govern them, and you know, in their favor. This stuff doesn't happen.
So you're telling me that men are accepting that women are inhumane and you're still having sex with them?
Who am I gonna have sex with? My right hand?
There's no way. No, see this, Aaron. Aaron? No, Aaron.
No, the
You
point
are
is to
you
find
no.
bro.
Stop.
Cheeky. You keep saying you've been saying no for the past 30 minutes, bro. I'm trying to tell you that
I need to talk to somebody else
no.
right now because
Listen,
you just
you're
said,
talking to somebody else, and I'm trying to tell you that
"Oh my God, no,
Cheeky, just
Billy, I don't."
listen, cheeky, listen. All women ain't like that. Right or wrong? Can you agree or disagree?
That's what I'm asking y'all.
Not
Do
all
you
women
think
are like that.
so? When I say women, I'm meaning the most significant amount of women that can actually provide a level of
No,
change.
when you say women, you're talking about a very specific part, or you're trying to compartmentalize women.
He's asking towards the majority.
Right.
All the
What
majority
I'm
of
saying,
women out here
no.
like
He's not
this.
asking towards the majority. What he's asking is a certain part with the question that he's asking. And we're answering him in the term of all women. I'm not saying that all women will give you grace and respect and all these type of things, that there are women out there.
Let me ask you this. How do you rationalize sleeping with a person or a belief or not, or a person or who you can also think or may be inhumane? How do you rationalize doing that? How do you get yourself to do it?
Have you ever slept in a bed with your pistol or your rifle or something like that?
Sure, if I had a pistol, sure, yeah.
I thought you were in the military, so I would, think that you never joined the military.
No, they put it. No, that's unsafe.
Billy,
So
just
many
ask. Just why do you have to just?
No, what I'm saying is
I'm trying to figure out what's the point of contention. I don't understand what the problem is.
dangerous all the time, and it's up to you to have discernment. It's up to you to say whether I sleep with this pistol in my bed or not, whether I sleep with this rattlesnake in my bed or not. It's up to you. All choices are up to you, my brother.
Yo, so Cheeky, so I know you was asking for a solution, but like, I mean, I don't really understand what the clear problem is. Like you may have already said it, but what is the issue that you have so I can understand? And everybody else who probably may not.
What I'm hearing you all accept is something that I refuse to accept as of now. You're saying that most women are inhumane and will not help if they see that there's an issue. I don't think that is the case. I think maybe they're just ignorant. But them being aware and making that decision is inhumane and actually
Cheeky,
falling into the category
I'm
of
gonna ask you a
evil.
question, Cheeky. What's the
Cheeky, I don't
percentage?
hold on.
If
Cheeky.
something happened to you
Let me
tonight,
answer the question. Let me answer the question. Let me just answer the question. Then y'all can go on y'all shit. Y'all can go on your shit. Listen, Cheeky, most women do not have the empathy. They do not have the empathy to care about things they do not care about.
Why are you all
give
wait,
a
wait, wait,
shit.
wait, wait, stop. Why are you saying they don't have the empathy? Maybe they don't have the understanding.
No,
right?
they don't care, bro. They don't care for things that don't affect them. That's in their circle. They do not give two fucks about it.
He knows
They were
that.
going with the
I
average
gotta ask
shit.
you a question. What percentage of women do you think that will bail you out of jail tonight, Cheeky?
Hold on, Billy,
Cheeky,
bro.
hold on. I
Like,
want him to answer
why?
that. Hold
Nah,
on. I want him to
You were
answer
just
that.
talking, bro.
What's the percentage
I
of
have one
women
question.
do you think
I
they'll
have
bail
one
you out of
question,
jail,
bro.
Cheeky?
Because that's not even an important point. I'm trying to figure out, like, how does this stuff apply to people's lives on an individual
No, this
basis
is
when they
about
trying to get
understanding.
married?
This is about
But
strictly
you can't
understanding.
look. You can't. But the thing is, though, you can't have all the cards in the deck. You're gonna have to pick one, or if you're Muslim, you can pick up to four, and live your life. You can't be talking about every single woman, or like, I don't understand how does that benefit you
like, because of course there's gonna be women on sides of the spectrum you disagree with. Find the women that are the opposite of that, and there are more than
We're
enough
talking
women
about
around.
practical thinking and practical application right now. And I'm
What I'm
asking
saying
you
is
right
as
now,
practical as you can get, bro.
because you don't listen. What I'm asking you is what's the percentage of women, if you were with a woman right now, or any woman, what's the percentage of any woman that you were with bailing you out of jail tonight?
I don't understand the point of that problem. Like,
No, really think no, because
what are you getting at?
Because this is a
because I'm not married with any of those
Chiki,
women.
this is a point that Chiki hasn't done yet.
One of the main problems, Billy. I'm trying to answer your question, bro. One of the main problems is that we trying to fit in a single mindset. You know, a single, like, going out for having sex and all this stuff kind of mindset, party and all that stuff kind of mindset, and try to put it in the shoes of how a married mindset should work. Those are not even in the. That's like oil and water. You can't even be coming at it with a one night stand. No, that's what I've been observing. Because look, in reality, the woman that you're with and married with, she's gonna be with you. She's gonna be riding with you to build y'all thing that y'all got going on. She's not gonna be so quick to just throw that stuff away. But women that you jumping off, you just cheating in and doing that.
But that talks to discernment of men, that the decision that men have to make when they're talking to a woman, and when they have to decide whether I'm gonna put my cards all in with this woman or not. That's what you're doing. Whenever you choose to be with a woman or choose to, be in a relationship with this, you putting all your cards on the table and you putting them on the deck, and you going all in with this woman. That's your decision. That's the decision that you made. Now, half of these women out here are good. The other half are bad. It's up to you to decide.
Billy,
men. Hold on. Just like men.
Billy, you're not going to ruin my show. Go. Somebody else speak.
So I'm trying to understand, right? So y'all guys saying that if a married man cover more than his wife, it can be taxing and overbearing?
No. That's not what we said.
No, I'm asking because I didn't see the whole show. And the only thing I saw was this video of this woman saying that she had
I'm trying to understand, how do you all see women? Because if we think about the existence of a man and how unfair this is, then the question has to come: what if if women understand this, why wouldn't they help? Or do you think they don't understand and that's why they're not helping?
I think a great number of them do understand. I think
hoes want to help themselves.
It depends on the direction you're looking at. To be honest with you, like if you're looking at the perspective of the jump offs, the scallywags thoughts, like the women who encompass that mindset, they're not really gonna be fitting or beholden to that, But there's a great number and growing number of women who trying to marry and all that kind of stuff. You don't even really got to go outside the country, but even if you do, it's even more so the case. It's more I could say, but I kind of don't want to go further. I'll just let it flow.
So to answer his question, I believe the majority of women have empathy. I think the majority of women actually want to help a man. Even if we go to the worst of society, I see the worst when we talk about like pimps and hoes. Like even the hoes want to help their pimp. They want to see their pimp succeed. So the whole point that I'm saying is I think that a lot of people, we get kind of caught in these YouTube spaces when we think majority of women don't have empathy, because most women do have empathy. They can understand where you at. They can understand those things. But I feel that we take sometimes these videos to try to project it over the whole society.
Thanks. That's a great way to put it. And the thing, also to add on, who said it was ever supposed to be fair? Like, I don't even think it was ever supposed to be fair. Like I don't think anybody can disagree with me when I say that when it comes to a family structure, like, you have man, woman, child, the man is supposed to suffer the most in that family. Like, and it's like, that's honestly, of course, it's depending on perspective, and some people can say, oh, suffering, someone said in the chat, suffering equal hell to them. But no, like, suffering equals growth. Like, to those who speak French, to look good, you have to suffer, and that's just something that a man's supposed to go through more so than than the other people in his
Let
family because
Bonton roulette.
he got the broad shoulders. He's supposed to be doing that, you know. He's supposed to be doing it. So he's supposed to be setting the example for all the other up and coming male figures in his life. And I know that stuff hard because I'm 25 right now. I ain't gonna lie, like me saying this stuff and trying to put into action, this stuff be hard because it's an everyday struggle. And I don't want to get too much on the tangent, but going back to the idea of the war that brothers was mentioning about, like it's like war. It's also an internal war too, especially being a man. Like for what I'm realizing, every single day you have to struggle through. You're going through the same stuff. It's kind of like if you go to the gym and you lift some weights, and you like, oh man, I'm gonna make sure I go to the max I can do. You know, like go the furthest I can, and then you accomplish it, only to do it again the next day.
Right.
You know, that's the whole purpose of being a man, and a lot of that is suffering. You know.
Right. Earlier in the chat, earlier I was talking to Caleb, and we was talking about this exact point right here, and I was saying that there's a show on Paramount called 1883. It's a really, really good show, and it's about life in 1883, and it's not that far ago because 40 years ago it was 1984. 40 years before that it was 1937, and we were in the middle of a first world war. So in the midst of how humanity and man has changed, we've changed a lot in the past like 100 years. So point being said is, imagine if you were with your family trying to, go from Tennessee to Inglewood, California. That move right there was not for the weak. It was not for the meek. It puts your woman in a position to have to be a submissive servant to you, and that puts like the whole human race into perspective and how we operate. So I think we've just gotten out of balance, out of whack, out of our karmic alignment or whatever. And find somebody who you love. Find somebody who love you.
But what I don't understand is, I guess all men are not created equal, right? In this conversation, because
well, you were born about 200 pounds, weren't you?
The truthfully and honestly,
All
the
men
point
aren't created equal. It's just truth.
I don't know the point, because when Billy was asking the questions, he said, any woman that I have ever been with, it's not a shadow of a doubt they would have went to bail me out of jail. It's almost like I know every last one of them, even the ones that they would have always had my back. So I don't even understand this society, not even just the women I was with. I believe that if I was in a situation, the friends, I just think that they would get me out of jail. I wouldn't sit in jail longer, but I bring value to my group of friends.
So you just answered the question in the way I just told Cheeky that you would answer it, basically.
And that's so, bro. It's no, like, that's my point, bro. Like this.
Thank you, E-Man.
Hey, but to answer your, I apologize. But to answer your question, Cheeky, about how I view women, like he said, how a person view women. But from my perspective, I mean, first and foremost, I see them as an equal creation under God, you know. But besides that, right? Because some people don't care about religion and all that stuff. But like, I see women just like how men should see women should see men as a necessity in order to be able to continue the other part of your life, the other chapter of your life, whether they end up being and having children, which it should be to complete the Ouroboros. But if you don't want to do that, then that's just your prerogative or whatnot. But
all right,
I look at women as a necessity.
So basically, either man, what you said is true. Like I said, women, they know us, we have a relationship with us, no problem, right? I'm gonna ask the question a little differently, but I want to read the super chats that came in. Black built like the conquering king says, Cheeky, it's okay. Acceptance is the way. First, once you accept it, you can move better. Okay. GBG
Better.
This is not Fight Club. GBGville says, only for what they care for until those feelings change. All right. Too savvy. That's gang says, all of these conversations are about renegotiating a social construct. It's completely broken, which I agree with at this point. Well, completely, but we're getting there. Okay. Black built like a conquering king. Black built like a conquering king says, empathy, DLC. What does that mean? Downloadable content?
They never installed the empathy DLC.
That's funny right there.
Billy, what is you doing? What are you trying to cause this
I
issue?
wasn't trying to cause an issue. I was just saying that, bro. I don't try to disrespect you. Just don't do that shit to me. When you said this ain't Fight Club, I think that's condescending.
He was reading the super chats. Everybody know you be quiet while they read the super chats.
Why people in there speaking German? Post.
I didn't know you was reading super chat.
Let me.
I want to see what Aaron's going with this. What was you saying, Aaron?
Let me present the question like this: do you think women see the issues and struggles that men have in society?
Yes.
Do you think they care?
Somewhat. Like, I don't think that they see everything. I think they see the
Jesus Christ.
Well, all right, go ahead. Somebody else go.
Wow, why do women need to see everything? I don't understand.
That's not the question. Jesus freak.
I was answering the question, but you said, "Oh my God."
Wait, what's the question? Hold on, bro. What's the question, man?
So I let somebody else go, and they asked dumb.
So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna try with either man, and then we can go to everybody else, right? I don't think women give a care about what men are going through in society. Not a care at all unless they know you.
This nigga did one word in sign language.
And listen, I don't want to do tit for tat, but man, I'm speaking specifically about women.
Yes. I think what we do is we stay in our bubble so often, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't really kind of see how most of society works, right? I say when I go to these homeless shelters, right? Mm-hmm. When I'm at these methadone clinics and I'm at these different places, mm-hmm. the people that I see that's volunteering the most, that's giving their time the most are women. Women are people that they're not getting paid from, they're not incentivized for, the people that are struggling to get off drugs. Mm-hmm. It is women in these situations that's having the empathy. So it's hard. Oh, go ahead.
Let me that's true of what you're saying, right? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to see. And this is what Cheeky be talking about a lot. Women see a victim, like I tell you, homeless man, oh, I want to help them. Oh, but a man that does not look homeless, you don't need no help.
You don't see it.
They don't.
Aaron, that's why talking with when it was just me and you, bro. That's why Aaron, you be seeing what I'm saying. Oh my God, bro. Look, my bad. Y'all go.
So I'm gonna bring everybody.
It seemed like Aaron was gonna cook.
So the point that I'm saying is that's a visual, something you can readily notice that they ain't got no food. Like you can clearly see that, right? Can they see what men are going through if it's not visually apparent?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have to understand this, right? Men have been taught for generations to hide what they're really going through. And we have been really good at doing this over the last 100 years, right? All right. So I think that the women see it, but a lot of women understand that them talking about it or getting the men to voice the things they're going through is actually frowned upon in society, right? So if a woman just came up and started talking to Cheeky about the things that he was going against, Cheeky might have a good outlet, but most men will have a defense mechanism that actually repels her because he don't supposed to be soft. He actually don't supposed to be weak. So we got to reconstruct both sides. Is what I'm saying is that if we want women to care, if we want women to have empathy and to be able to show passion, it also has to be received by men, because I believe the majority of men won't receive that type of attention from the woman.
I think that's a fair point.
I think where you get it wrong is that you said the past 100 years, and it's been the past few millennia. where men have created a societal standard where we don't talk about our feelings. We don't talk about what we go through because we know deep down inside that women don't give a fuck. They've never given a fuck. And when you put yourself and make yourself vulnerable like that, you are now a liability. And your stoicness has always been what's the opposite of a liability?
Jesus Christ, man.
Well,
But
it's always been a benefit or whatever. But I'm just saying that we don't think in these ways anymore. And now we want women to have sympathy, and this is what women's sympathy looks like.
So,
Billy,
hold on, E. Hold on, Billy. I'm gonna try to build it point by point. I want you to just listen to this video, and I want to hear your thoughts about it.
If fear is in the room, consent is not. One more time. If fear is in the room, consent is not. Meaning, if you don't feel safe enough saying no, you are not consenting. And if you are the one who is trying to coerce or convince or is making it an unsafe situation for someone to say no to you, consent isn't there. A lot of men don't understand the difference and what it means to coerce someone and how that means that there is a lack of consent in that happening. If it is not an enthusiastic yes, it is a no.
That
And
is
you
so
continuing
wild.
to
bro.
badger or guilt or attempt to talk them into doing something that they have initially said no to in some form or another, it's not consensual because it isn't a safe space for them to say no. They are too afraid of what would happen if they say no. So they end up obliging. Don't get that confused with consent.
how is she wrong?
It's not that she's wrong. It's the required, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Like, why don't you
Just say how she's
understand?
wrong. I'm just.
It's
Why,
not
why,
about. It's
it's
not
not
about.
about being wrong. It's about the requirements of what it means for me to be a human being and show humane and have humane actions towards somebody without having this obvious thing happen. I have to be homeless for somebody to see that something's wrong. I have to feel. I have to feel.
Put it like this.
Stop.
Cheeky.
I have to feel a room full of fear, which is an intangible emotion, and make sure that it's not there in order to make sure she's okay. So I have to have more emotional intelligence, more emotional awareness, and then try to figure out what's wrong with her. But when I go, hey, there's no way that they understand what's going on with men as a whole. I cannot believe this. I don't want to, because if I do, then that means I have to accept that women are inhumane, and I don't think they are. It's not fair.
You just said the main thing. You don't want to, and I can't get you to believe something that you don't want to believe. And what I'm
You
trying to
all
tell
didn't
you,
even understand what the video was being played for. Why we're not even talking on the same level. Oh my God. And
so you don't think
I'm
that I
step
know what
away,
you're talking
dog, bro,
about?
because this shit is like, bro,
I'm asking you, Cheeky. So what I'm trying to say
I'm
is
almost
that hold on.
leaving the
There's a
stratosphere
16-year-old
from
Cheeky.
cooling
Listen,
and
please,
chilling to
please,
like
chill.
blowing the lid. And I'm really not trying to do that.
I try to
Like,
listen to you all the time, but you talk over me a lot, and I don't say shit. I'm just asking you to listen to me this one time. All I'm asking you is, there's a 16-year-old girl. She can be coerced into doing something that she believes that she wanted to do. But we as an adult men, we know that other adult men can coerce little girls to do things that they don't want to do. So when it comes to consent, when it comes to voluntarily letting a man inside of you, this is a whole like issue that we're having today, because there's so many pedophiles and so many, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that word. There's so many, PDs out here that is becoming a thing. It's becoming
All
a
right, so
real
like,
thing.
all right, so check this out, right? It seems like when we talk about saying women don't care, we're talking about women as a whole, and the thing is, I don't get why you're not talking about women that are in our life, that are significant to our life. Because why would a woman that's walking down the street is supposed to care? Like I typically just don't care about the next person walking around. Like I mean, I care about them in a human sense. Like if I see them in danger, I'm able to help them to some extent. I'll help them. Yeah.
So why would the average woman
hold
care
on,
about
hold on, Billy, hold on, bro. I'm saying like if we are not beholden to this woman is not significant in our life. She has no need to care about the situation in all actuality. Like I could see it be more skewed in men having to care more because
CBG in full effect. Tell that little nigga we just dropped the bread. The sniper you waiting outside for that air. Mike ain't sit up, and I know they gon' blast.
Oh damn, yeah, cause that shit was loud as fuck. That shit hurt my ear. I had to turn my what's the name down. But what's the name though? The thing is, like, when it comes down to it, like why would a woman who has no holding in her life like care about what we got going on? Like, I don't want my sisters to care about random men who she don't know is gonna be, like that has nothing to do with her life. Like, why she didn't be caring about the man that she's married to? You know what I mean? Like, and my other sister, she like that. Like,
so let me simplify it for you, right? Why should we care about women's rights? I only care about my mama's rights. That's what you just said without realizing that's what you're saying.
It's skewed for men. It's kind of different. But at the same time, though, like I'm in terms of like we have governments. Government's job is to put laws for all, like rights for all. From at the individual level, like you're not the one that's upholding the laws at the individual level. Like it's really the government doing that stuff. So like there's it's kind of two different things you're looking at in my eyes.
Yeah. Can I respond to the video?
Sure.
All right. So I think we do this often. I think this lady is a level of delusion that we try to paint over all women, right? Like the idea that I said, yeah.
Wait, 1 second. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna be quick. When she said this, I looked in the chat and a bunch of women was in dead agreement. The very first thing Practical said is she right. Continue.
Yeah. Well, the point that I'm saying here on YouTube, people are forced to choose sides, right? So half the time people not even listening, and they have made up in their mind that they're gonna disagree with Aaron and they're gonna agree with whoever's the opposing force to Aaron. Vice versa. They might say they're gonna disagree with what women say, and that's just the thing that they're gonna take. But this idea of a man trying to measure how much fear is in the room and saying that it's only a yes if she's excited and enthusiastic. Like she got to be enthusiastic after a long day working 9-10 hours. If she's not enthusiastic, it's really a no. I think that most people will say that she's being extreme. That's an extreme that says that every time we have sex, if she's not enthusiastic, go ahead.
Are we looking at this from marriage or like, or from like?
I don't know. Thing. Hello, everybody on the
I think looking at it from the dating perspective. I think it is kind of different with marriage, and my views on the marriage will probably make some people disagree with me. But the thing is though, like, when it comes to the dating stuff, like putting religion aside because you're not supposed to be doing that, but doing that stuff right. Like if she says she's not with that and y'all not married, I don't understand how you can't read the room. Like we not one-dimensional creatures. Like a lot of our
the thing is that she didn't say no.
One point at a time.
She didn't say no.
One point at a time, Practical. Let me answer you. Are you telling women that if you're not married, you don't get the same rights as the married woman? Is that your point?
No. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time though, like I think a married woman and a non-married woman, they don't have the same rights.
Yeah, if we listen to you, we going to jail.
Nah, because you're not even supposed to be having sex in my eyes. Yeah, so you don't have the same rights.
But we're past that. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Okay. My thing is this. She basically said he talked me out of my drawers. That's basically what she said. And as far as that being like some kind of enthusiastic yes, no, I think that's wild too. That's crazy. And yeah, that's all she said was he talked me out of my drawers, which is not no kind of non-consent anything. He just convinced you to do some shit. That's it. That's all.
If you got convinced,
you need to teach kids to not put themselves, teaching kids not to put themselves in situations where they may feel uncomfortable. If you ain't liking them like that or whatever, and you worried about it, don't be alone with them like that. It's all.
If a woman is scared,
I've been
Hey,
down.
now, the way that you think
CBG ain't full of fit. Tell that little nigga we just dropped the bread. The sniper you waiting outside for that air. Mike ain't shit up, and I know they gon' blast.
So I want to say this: the way that practical actually think is dangerous to society. Oh, it is so dangerous because what he is saying is that a woman can say, yes, I want to have sex in the moment. She can have sex, and then she can go and tell the police that she was in fear, and he can be charged even though he got the consent that she wanted to have sex. That is a dangerous place for society, and we definitely don't want to go there. If she say yes, yes is yes. If she say no, no is no. But we can't start almost making this thing as if fear was there, it's not consent, especially if she said yes.
There was a lot of women in that chat that said that video was on point. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so yeah, I was one of the women because at the end of the day, y'all not trying to understand where she's coming from. That's a different perspective of the story where you can change it at a point. Understand this, E-man, especially a man at your size. If a woman tells you no, and this happens a lot, this happens often to people during datings. This has happened to more women than you've ever known. If you go sit down, there's plenty of women who can tell you a story of something going too far and her having to say no 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times, 6 or 7 times. I literally know men who've been on these panels with y'all who joke about, it's no don't really mean no.
No,
And
but
they'll pressure the yes out of you.
but the
Understand that
problem is
but how you gonna talk? What? No way. I'm gonna finish. So my point is that if somebody is there and you know that this man is bigger than me, and I've said no 4 or 5 times, but the way that he's trying to convince me that this is going to happen regardless if I say yes or not. So to make this simpler, to make this easier, I'm just going to allow this to happen to me. That is what coercion really is. It's different levels of that. That's one way. Another way is you drive a girl on the other side of town. If you don't do this, I'll leave you out here in the middle of nowhere. That's happened to women. It's not always have to be some brutal thing. That's what she's speaking on. She's not speaking on somebody saying no and then changing their mind. So she's saying that if a person isn't saying yes, if you have to badger a woman to say yes to you, in a moment you're touching her, she's saying stop, and it's a wrestling tuggling match, and then she gives in. How is that consensual?
So E, go ahead, because I know she. Go ahead.
So what I was telling Sherelle, what you don't understand is in that video, she never said that a woman said no repeatedly. She said if fear is in the room, she didn't even say that the woman had to have fear. She said if fear is in the room, that means that consent cannot, like, it don't matter what is coming out of her mouth. If fear is in the room, it no matter what comes out of her mouth, she can't consent to it. That's the problem that we have with what she's saying. If she's saying, yes, I want this, I want to have sex with you, but it's still fear in the room, that lady is going on record saying that that is not consent. And that's the problem that the men are having with it. We agree. I agree with you. If a woman done told you no 6, 7 times and you still have sex with her, that's different. But if she never says no, but it's fear in the room, and she do tell me yes, you can't say that I took advantage of her, especially if she gave me leading signs. That's the point that we was making.
Okay, but here's why this is all so interesting, right? In a situation like this, how do you tell a man to protect himself, and how do you tell a woman to protect herself in situations?
How to tell men to protect themselves is if it's a woman thinking any way like this, you just don't deal with her, point blank, period. Point blank, period. If you have a woman that's talking this way, that feels this way, just for your safety, her ability saying that, because the one thing is, how can we measure fear? Like this idea of me measuring the fear that's in the room, that is something that's untangible, and it actually goes from person to person, right? So it's no way for me to do that. So if she believed in these things, I think you should not have anything to do with her, and that's the only way men can actually protect themselves.
Well, let's listen to a woman explain. So, Sherelle, let me ask you, how would you advise your brother to protect himself from women in situations of them wanting to sleep with each other? How would you advise them to protect themselves?
I've had the coercion conversation with men, and the best thing is for the woman to be the person to, and it sounds like childish in a way, right? For the woman to be the person to initiate anything physical, and because you're the man and you're stronger, if you need to get up and you don't want to do it, to get up and walk away, because it's less likely that the woman will be able to pin you down and do you something. Let her be the person who initiates it. But as always, before you like penetrate a woman, before you take it there with a woman, you need to be making sure she's comfortable and she's consenting. Are you saying yes to this? Are you okay with this? Or if you're afraid, if you have to read her body language, because yeah, they really can just get up and be like, I didn't even want that to happen. And that happens often.
Hold on, E. No, I don't want you to answer. Now, this goes into what me and Chika are talking about. We know that all women understand this. We know all women understand this, right? Since Sherelle gave that perspective, don't you think it's in a woman's best interest to show that they care about men and to protect them, to be, we are the ones that are going to initiate sex?
Yeah, I feel like women shouldn't put themselves in positions like that. Like if you know you don't want to like have sex with a man and you know you can't trust him, if this man is sexually active, you shouldn't be in the bed with him. You shouldn't be touching him, rubbing him, all that teasing and being seductive and doing all of that. Like you shouldn't tempt a man either, because a lot of times some men, they don't have the control. They're like bowling balls. Once you drop the fucking ball, it's gonna hit pins. At the end of the day, now you want to play. You shouldn't have dropped the ball in the first place. So I really think that it's really reckless for women to like tempt men. And I'm on record for always saying that more than it's men, it's women. Because there are certain women who want that, right? There are certain women who want to say, no, baby, stop. And so they can keep on going. And it's like, if a man runs into 6 girls who wants that whole, let me convince you, and that 7 girl is really not trying to be convinced, she's really like, her no actually means no, and this man continues, because the women he was dealing with put that in his mind that this is what women want, that last woman just becomes a victim of the circumstance. So yeah, women being temptatious, if you're flying out to be a man, sleeping in his bed, leading this man on to thinking that that something is gonna happen, and you just plan on getting naked or getting head and just saying stop, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's weak as fuck. And dangerous as fuck.
So, but I think the problem with the problem I'm having with what she's saying is that a woman have the right to initiate sex, but as a man, you take my right away from initiating sex. That's kind of what I'm hearing, and I don't know if she meant it that way, but just like I want to have sex and you want to have sex, whoever want to initiate it, we both should have that equal grounds to be able to do it. Or do you believe that women should be superior just
No,
because
I
they're
said
women?
if a man is to initiate it, he also needs to make sure that this woman is saying yes. Because I honestly don't think it's about the women, the more of the women that say yes, 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 yes. But there are millions of stories of women saying no, 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 and somebody continue. There are men who joke. There have been shows about, like, that's a literal thing of people saying no and people not stopping. And to be honest, it happens to men all the time. So why don't y'all believe that men do it? Because y'all haven't seen a woman. If a woman finds y'all handsome, y'all find like some drunk woman in the middle of the street, and you're tall or you're handsome, and a woman comes up and she starts touching you. She's just drunk, and you're telling her to stop, stop, don't do this, woman. You may have a wife at home. They don't know this is some random woman coming up and touching you, and you're telling her to stop. What do? They continue to touch you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do. So just think about it. Think about being a woman with a man who is 2 times the size of you, who can actually physically harm you, and you're now in a situation where you're somebody telling you, "Yo, chill, stop. I really don't want to do this." Like, and they
I,
continue to go.
I get the part where somebody continuously telling you no. We all agree upon that. the problem is how women body are actually set up. It's like an oven. You got to preheat it. Like, it's not like it just, men can go from not thinking about sex to thinking about sex, instantly ready to have sex. That's just how our body works. But with most women, it's not something instant like that. It's usually some foreplay, it's some buildup. So now that you said that you want women to initiate it, most women need that form of foreplay, that buildup to get the oven actually started. So if their body is designed that way, you almost asking us to go against our own biology.
Callie Beth.
Sherelle basically said it all. I ain't got nothing else to add without repeating it. But the thing is that who said there can't be foreplay with her initiating?
Facts. She can initiate foreplay, and like I said, you can initiate it. It just never need. I mean, I'm telling you, like, if I'm initiating something with a man and that man tells me no, I don't give a fuck if it's a joke. We're gonna try this another day. If a woman tells you no, don't take the no. Take it, because you never know. Take the no.
We get it, right? But the problem that the point that I'm making, it's not about this argument. It's to pile on the point. Women are constantly in positions to take men out of negative situations, but will refuse to do so. For example, most women will tell you that they rarely get rejected. I go outside with just sweatpants on and guys can't leave me alone. Why should a guy ever have to approach you? Why can't y'all do the approaching? It protects men from hearing, oh, you're a sleazeball. Oh, leave me alone. All these things is a protection for men. Y'all will acknowledge, man, like guys ain't never complained about women, coming up to them. And guys don't complain about. We don't say this, that. Y'all do. Y'all in a position.
Depending on how attractive the woman is. So you're telling me that if every day you got up to go to the bank, there was some 300-pound black woman, 300-pound white woman, 300-pound Chinese woman, just like a multiracial 300, 400-pound is just coming up to you, grabbing your leg, holding your hand, grabbing your booty every day, saying, "Oh, Aaron, you got such a big head. I like your big head." On a consistent basis, if every day you woke up, you just had a bunch of unattractive women that you did not find attractive at all, walking up to you, coming up to you, would you not complain? Touching you.
But
and depending on how you respond, maybe you're at your fifth unattractive woman of the day, and you may have a little attitude about people, or you may have a bad day. So when you say you don't want to be bothered, it ain't in the right attitude, and they start to curse you or disrespect you and all of that. You're telling me that wouldn't be problematic if that was your day-to-day life?
No, because that's not their day-to-day life. But
I just want to say this is the problem with a woman initiating it. If a man tells you no, most women won't initiate again, right? They're not. See, only men.
But listen, I agree. That's not the argument, though. You understand what all I'm going to continuously point out the points where women understand the issues that go on with men. You're a perv. Men don't call women pervs. We don't. So they don't have to deal with the same issues that we're having to deal with. And I'm saying they are literally in positions. Now, we ain't going to say all of them because most men don't approach. We can acknowledge that, right? But women are not in position saying, oh, yeah, by the way, I approached this guy. Oh, no, and he did. They're not having these conversations. They're not experiencing the same. They have the ability and they know what men go through. These guys be getting rejected left and right. They want to point to the situations where a guy is doing all the extra, all this type of stuff. Nobody's debating that. What I'm saying is they have the ability to remove these issues that come with men being harassing them, all these things, because men don't call the cop. Hey, yo, this woman harassed her. Because when she go up, I'm like, what's going on? They don't do that. So it's a huge burden that they have the ability to relieve. And when I'm showing you that every time I put them in a situation to do it, they will not do it. That's the point. And we can go through many situations. And when I tell you they don't care about men is the point that I'm making. I agree they care about their sons. I agree they care. They don't have a care for men. And that's the point. And if we continue to go down this hole and go through situations, you're going to find that that's going to be the case.
Yeah, so you said that they don't care for the large majority of men other than the ones that benefit them. That's correct. What you're saying.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
But you feel like men care about the large majority of
That's
women?
I'm not speaking about men right now. This is the point. This is the point.
Every time we taught it, bro. Look, at the 3-hour mark, the show's ending. Okay, all right. I've tolerated enough foolishness. All right, and I'm trying to keep the cool, but this has been extremely difficult. I didn't think it'd be this hard. I just didn't. So tomorrow we can do the let's entertain this show, and I'll join that, and we can try something because this is some. Aaron, I can't, bro. I can't even come on camera right now because this is ridiculous. It's so I can't believe it's this difficult to understand or try. You're not miscommunicating. You're not articulating. You're doing a very good job of both, and there's still. I just, bro. There's no way. Anyway, man, but go, y'all finish. We got what, a good 2 minutes, 1 minute. Have fun.
So ultimately, that be the point that I continue to make, and I have to do it a certain way because I know women are going to say, "But what about the man?" I know they're going to do that, right? I know. I don't care. I don't. So if the men don't do it, women can't do it. Is that what they trying to tell you, either man? If the men can't do it, women can't do it. Is that the argument?
I think they're trying to justify why they don't do it. That's why they try to bring the man into the conversation. That's what it really comes down to. They say, "Hey, I think that's Sherelle, Mike."
No, that's Sherelle.
Yeah. So this is what it really comes down to in so many words, right? What it really comes down to in so many words is women don't want to feel like they got an unfair deal. So men have to go 1,000 miles for them to go 10. Like that is a true reality in society. They're not going to do anything that we do. But it's crazy that they think that way because we can pay for 10 days. And it's a problem for some women to pay for 1. So even if we go that 1,000 miles, some women still are not willing to go 10. So I overall agree with the point that you're making, Aaron. I'm just letting you know that a lot of women just want excuses for their bad behavior. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no! Oh yes, I know. I have to figure a way to craft this a little more, but I'm telling you, they don't care, and I know they don't care because they're not introspective. Rarely, and if you find a woman that have the ability, and I mind you, I am very, very good at what I do and how I do, and I'm around women that are good women. They're not bad; they're good women. They don't think like that. They don't think like that. Like they just do not in any way, shape, or form have the ability to go beyond themselves and go, they might acknowledge, oh, that does kind of suck for men. And then they go back to the regular schedule program. They are just not designed that way. And it is what it is. If I meet either man's wife and I'm listening to him like, yeah, okay, he definitely got that in. I see why. This is why when you see these women, a lot of women in the chat be wanting men to correct women and put women in their place. Because these women, like, we see it. The very few women that watch, why do you think women like red pill guys? Man? Because these women actually see what's going on and they acknowledge it. And they go, you know what? We see what's going on. The rest of the women, the large majority are like, you bring it to their attention. Like, oh, well, you want to be a man, right? That's the cost to be the man. It's constant that way, right? It is what it is. So
it just seemed like a lot of these problems can be resolved if the mom started back talking to the daughters about where to and where not to put yourself, so you don't have to even worry about enthusiastic yeses or I'm not really sure if I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even put yourself,
No,
don't
the
be
show's
alone
still going,
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Went in there to
You
go
shouldn't be going
work.
up to nobody's hotel room. Huh?
So yeah, nah. Shoot, this is about to be over. So once I'm gonna go back in the we'll go back in the stew.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm finna wrap this up. You don't mind being on cam? Oh, what this is about? Oh, okay. Shit. Okay. Nah, this Again.
Oh, he was talking to somebody else. Well, I lost my thought now.
So it's all good. I'll tell you this, like Edie, man, I want you to think about it like this. If men think about it like this, if women have to do more than men, will they accept that?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So at most, they willing to do 50-50. At most.
No, I think in reality, most women, the most they willing to do is 30, about 30, 70. They want a man to come about 70% of the way, and they willing to put about 30% in. That's the truth. Now, a lot of women lie and say that they willing to do 50-50. Maybe not really. Most women just don't want that. They feel like if they had to do 50-50, they might as well do it by themselves. There's a reason that we got movies to say I can do all bad by myself. Let's just be honest.
No, I agree 100%. I think it's insane. Let me get to some of these super chats real quick.
Yeah, let's get through them, my guy.
Red Pill Ranger says, I see women as the hypergamous opportunists that they are. And that's gonna, we don't know if that's gonna change. Red Pill says they don't give two its about what men feel or think unless they benefit them. Want to F or they close family. 100% agree. They do not care about people beyond them unless you at a homeless shelter or you begging for money and coins. And then they like, oh, let me help this victimized man. Like, let me help you. Because you know why? The
23-year-old gets it. Oh my God. Aaron. There's no way a 23. Aaron, no. Because you don't mind being on camera?
I don't mind.
Please,
I like it. You gotta go.
Oh my, he's 23 and he gets it. The little niggas get it. There's people younger than him that come through and they get Aaron. There's something wrong. And I don't know if it's the internet or the people on the internet, but something's off. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is our communication. Maybe we're not as good as communicators as we think we are.
I think to piggyback off of that, I think communication is definitely a big portion of it, and I would also say action, because like you could say people love to pass virtue in a conversation, but when you look at their life or you look at their habits, not to judge, but they're not living out what they're trying to pass on to you as this is the right thing or the right way to be or the right. And it's just like, I hear you out. Not to say I accept everything that people, but it's just like, how do you act that out in your life for me to believe that? Because it's like, you can say you have a gun. If I don't see a gun, am I supposed to live my life in fear every day? So it's like, I think just as important as like how we explain it to the young people, or it's also like our actions.
Now he's not fully aware of the entire conversation. Oh, no. But what I'm saying is, for somebody, because he was in the studio having a totally different conversation, right? But hearing the level of understanding that comes with just listening to people, and then experiencing what I just experienced while having only, it felt like one person, which is Aaron, understand it, is so mind-blowing. It's so crazy that human beings actually exist in the same world with the same language and the same mind, I guess, for lack of better words, and we still talk. It's so, Aaron, this shit is wild.
It's almost like we're talking different languages.
But it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't.
It's the acceptance that I tell you that men automatically put in the forefront of their head, so they understand if we go step by step with the breakdown. Because for most men, they like, I expect women to be this. This is why I keep telling them, they expect women to be a certain way. I expect women to be emotional, and they can just say things that me and you can't say. Otherwise, for example, if Cheeky say I'm leaving for 1 or 2 days because I've just been, no, that's insane. Like it's mind blowing to them.
But is it?
So wait, let me propose a thought. What about?
Okay, ahead, yeah.
What about? And I agree with what you said. So I think that makes me think about how do we raise our daughters then, so that their perspective isn't to go, oh, you're leaving for 2 days, but oh no, that man needs a day or two to do some of his favorite things. Maybe that's fishing. Maybe that's some time with the guys he ain't seen in 6 months because he's been on this super important journey.
So that's complex to answer, because men that have daughters are the worst, some of the worst men we ever seen, because a lot of them is thoughts and slept around the whole community.
Perfect. Okay, now to the next problem.
Wait. But that's the problem. This is what I was facing earlier when I was trying to go, hey, what about this solution? I can't theorize all my solutions being shot down by some level of acceptance of reality, as if there is no human component that allows for adjustment or adaptability. There's no way, Aaron. No.
Because humans have already proved that unless they
read the super chats. I don't accept. I'm not accepting it. I'm not right now. Read the super chats. We'll end the show.
He's supposed to he's a college kid. I ain't go to college. How am I supposed to know?
Did you go to college?
I didn't.
This man ain't go to college.
He's a smart man. How am I supposed to know?
My point.
Fear is in the room. Yeah, that's the red pill. That's insane. And I don't always correct people because I want y'all to hear their forethoughts, and that's the way that they think. Me correcting them and adjusting on the fly is not always the best point to do so. My name is not Professor X. Say no, and I understand also, if you fear a man that much, why you even there?
Well, you can't read the room. You shouldn't even be with the woman. Like, I don't understand how people say
I disagree.
You're crazy.
You can't read the room. Why are you with the woman? Why are you with her if you can't? Look, this is how I see it, right? If you can't be able to read the room, then you're not even with her long.
Cheeky said I got to read the super chats. That's the ball. All right. Practical, but if they only care about men they with already and not men in general, how in the F they going to get a man and become a wife? Because they going to do whatever they got to do to get that man. That's why people keep saying it only take one. It doesn't take one. Okay, then getting people to be productive members of society and care about society and all these things, it has to be beyond just what benefits you. And people have to look beyond that. It is what it is. Whether it's going to happen is a different question. Okay. Red Pill Ranger says, read body language. Of course. Yeah, you can't read the room. What is the mouth for besides talking ish? We can't get y'all to shut up, but y'all can't say you don't want to F. BS. Yeah, no, it's very dangerous. And I'm with Eden, man, 100%. Because you scared of me because I'm 6'3" and nerd. No. You're not about to make a man feel bad about his size. Because it's so dangerous. I can't even get into the whole breakdown of this show. Okay. Red Pill Ranger says women barely holler at men now. Y'all initiate sex. I know they're not gonna do it. It's the point. We're putting in them positions to protect men, show they care about men, and it ain't gonna happen. You know why? Because most women don't even want to get a husband none in a lot of these situations. Okay. Red Pill Ranger says, what does an enthusiastic yes sound like? Yes. It sounds like a cheerleader. Okay. It sounds like to be aggressive. It sounds like one of those situations. Okay.
So before we leave, I just want to ask the young gentleman a question, right? Because he said something. I'm a father of daughters, and I don't understand what he's saying, right? So I want to understand. So if my daughter marries a man, she should be comfortable with her husband leaving 2 to 3 days without communication. Is that the point that he's trying to say, that I should teach my daughter to be in a relationship with a man who can leave the house for 2 to 3 days?
I got a better answer.
Wait. No, because he's getting sucked in. And then this is why I turned the camera off and walked away. Because it's easy to get sucked in, right? I'm not going to get him sucked into this, right? Because we got shit to do, and this conversation is beyond him and me at this point. Nobody's crying. Nobody cried when you saw me in the studio. Did I look right? So nobody cried, right? So shut up, sugar bum. Right, 1, and then 2. You all obviously do not understand how much thought happens during a live stream, before a live stream, and after. And it's not your fault. I don't blame you all. I appreciate you all for challenging my thoughts and making me question my existence regularly. It makes my mind stronger and tougher. And I think I can accomplish anything due to you people. Not in a negative sense, right? Just you all help me in ways that you would never imagine. I swear to God. And I didn't rage like I wanted to. Right. So I've learned how to, right? I'm doing things that I want to do, and you all are helping me build that muscle. So I appreciate you all. But it is about that time for y'all to get up out of here. Okay. So see y'all. All right. Aaron, as always, this is Kush.
Nice to meet you, bro.
This is this again. When I tell y'all, I talk to the youngins, the young homies, the little ones, and he's younger. But the man, all of the people, I don't know what it is, but somehow, some way, their level of understanding surpasses a lot of people. And my expectation is maybe falsely set due to my environment and just natural attraction to people. I don't know. We're not going to entertain that right now. Maybe next live stream, maybe I'll invite him to a live stream.
For sure. I think I'm gonna
Make an account, bro. Do what you need to. I'll help. I will help. We'll get that shit going. But Aaron, this is, bro. I no way. This is
yeah. Yep.
It is so odd knowing that you understand exactly what I'm thinking, and probably no one else probably does. I cannot believe this right now, but it is what it is. That was not a rage quit. I don't care what you say. You can try to say I rage quit, but I don't care. Right? I just before I raged out because I was close. Oh man, I was close. I left because I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. And y'all may say you did it. That's fine. Sure. Your measurement's not mine. But man, Aaron, next time we will have a much longer show because I will have the time for it. Definitely the patience. I didn't think this was gonna have. I didn't think me and your conversation, right? Because it was going great. Damn it, Aaron. Fuck. Shit, fuck, ass. All of the bad words you could say, all of them, right? Okay. But it didn't last. So maybe here's what we'll do. We'll come up with a totally different show on the weekend where it's just me and you and we're just vibing because we was getting somewhere. I accept that you accept that reality is what it is, but you can't stop there. And I know you don't. We got to explore what you mean by that. We have to explore that and how you process these things so we can move forward. Because you accepting something doesn't mean that's the end of it, because you also know there's more to it. So I don't know. That's just me. Like I said, guys, if you thought I rage quit, whatever, I know I didn't. I know when I hit my limit, I didn't hit it yet. I was about to. Let's see who's live. Or what you can do is, if you want to, you can go live on your own channel without A.O.C. That's if you want to do that.
Trying to set me up. Yeah,
all right.
Fridays A.O.C. only. Leave me alone.
Oh my God, Orchid is being such a gaslight. What do you call the people that you just don't? All the words that people use: gaslighter, manipulator, adulterer, all of that. He or she is that. All right, man. Aaron, go give your outro, man. We gonna play the outro.
Yeah, man. We'll be I'll be back at it probably tomorrow. We'll see what we got going on. Because I actually have a really good answer to that question. And when you hear it tomorrow, you're gonna be like, unbelievable. When I tell you it, unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah, let's try this tomorrow because we just got a lot of shit going on over here. And it turned up real quick on the other side of things. So
yeah, no.
And the youngin, bro, I'm telling you, the young boy, people don't think I go outside. The young bulls out here, they are smart. They're smart. They're not doing these things that you all keep telling them. No, they're not. They're thinkers. They may not be educated in the sense of formal education, right? He's not going to college at all. I've known him for some years now. He never been to college. Never. He's just a thinker. And he knows how to process information and listen and connect dots better than most. And I didn't realize that until I'm like sitting here having a conversation and Aaron is understanding where I'm going. I understand where he's going. And oh man, it's so weird being a human, bro. This should not no. No.
You gotta let humans be humans, my friend.
No, Aaron. Because I feel like podcasts. Now I understand even more. Me and podcasts are similar in this way, where you have a standard of intellectual capacity, right? And you don't want to place it on others because of how unfair it is. And I'm not calling people dumb. I'm really not. I promise you I'm not. It's just, bro, it really does cause me to question my existence. And
the difference is if what I'm saying is not hitting, I have to recreate and try it multiple different ways, because everybody does not break things and comprehend the way that my brain works, and I understand that. So if I'm going to have a certain standard, I have to always be willing to. If I'm going to deal with people, I have to be willing to balance that. So
stop telling me to drink beverages. I don't need hot beverages or cold beverages. I need you all to leave me alone. God damn.
Listen, y'all get some sleep, man. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
Yes,
y'all know
sir. Let's get it.
Sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help.